Remember to mute your YouTube.
As soon as it pops up, I will.
Still waiting.
I
I
gotta
think
do
we're
that
on.
Yep, we are
I
live.
think we are live. So
Looks like it to me.
muted
Yes,
my
we are.
YouTube, so let's
Uh-oh,
get
we're
some.
live.
Let's get out some chat. Right, we're live then, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning into SNL for another episode tonight. As you can see, we've got just the three of us at the moment. Sean will be here hopefully by 10, and Mark maybe 10, maybe a little bit later. He's out with the missus tonight. So, as I normally do, let's say hello to first Goober and Lethal, and then I'm going to say some shout outs to the people in chat. How are you doing then, boys? You all right?
Good.
Absolutely. Doing fantastic today. Am I a little quiet?
I
I
think
should move my mic in front of me.
you sound pretty loud to me, mate.
I sound very loud.
Well, it sounds, it's okay because I can see you're coming up to the red line on my audio on OBS, so
Oh, Jesus. All right.
it should be fine. Right, let's see who we've got then. We've got Brian, Jason, Andy, Vaping Noob, Vaping Pasty, I like that name, Shane Foster, Simon, John Christian Lynn, Richard Austin, Jad, Scott MC, Kirk Stevens, Rob Ryan, and Street Sleeper 4. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing very, very well indeed. Matt Benson,
Evening, everybody.
Biscuit Vapes, been waiting
JP
an hour for you guys. Mark Jan,
Vape Show. Stuart.
H-bomb.
JP
Mr.
Vape Show, yeah?
Manic.
UK Andy, what's up, buddy? Michael, what's up, Manic? Right, good to see you all in chat, as always. First things first, then, it's going to have to be the buffet from
buffet.
Mr. Goober Vapes, please. Mush the Snowman, how you doing, mate? Rob Clark. Right, over to you then, Goobs.
Got the... I don't know how well you can see it because of my green screen, but the
Pod.
Green Edition pod.
Got it? Yeah, I was going to say it looks black because your green screen.
Green screen. It hates
I like
it.
that.
I got Salt Nick Lava Flow in there. Got my Lyra mod, the Black Recoil Rebel with the
No worries, Andy.
12 Monkeys Nico Iced still in there.
What's up, TBD?
TBD,
Thanks,
what's
bud.
going on? And I got my crown kit, and I thought I ran out of this, but I found it the other day, so I'm very happy. Silverback Rocky.
Oh, is that the one you were describing last week?
No, it was a different one, I think. It was,
What Rocky is that?
Rocky?
From Silverback?
Yeah.
You prick.
I thought I
love
ran
that
out of
stuff
it,
so
and I was
much.
looking through juices, and I'm like, I picked it up, I'm like, holy shit, it's heavy.
I love that stuff so much.
It's
Oh,
awesome.
it's so good.
And that's it for me today. Oh, on a sad note, my rage died.
Oh, no.
Your rage that died?
Yep.
Did it?
doesn't want to power up anymore for some reason.
Bloody hell. That's no
Luckily, I have it backed up. I can use this one for parts. I just haven't opened it up and changed.
good. Yeah, my artery nugget broke down on me the other day as well, but it might have something to do with me dropping it in the stream. But I dried it all out because it's got an internal little like lipo battery in, and it was
Right.
working, but it's suddenly gone kaput now, and it won't charge up or anything. But I've
Andy, I do not have a pink rage.
had that about 3
Mine's
years, so gutted. My silver
Mine has
nugget.
been retired. That's why.
Oh, that's the one what's that? You giving that one away?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wait.
it's been retired because now it's got an autograph on it. So
Oh, right. It's not your autograph. I thought you were giving it away to someone.
no, that's Homeboy OC. He's
Oh, right. It's Own Boys, is it?
yeah, he got Grammy.
What, NEV or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I had him sign that at NVE,
NEC.
and we got a couple of hats that were autographed as well.
I didn't realise you met them two.
I am JP. Thank you.
What was it? I am.
What else are you on? Is that it?
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
I'm
It's
done.
over to you now then, Lethal.
Oh, it's over to me.
Yes, buddy.
Where to start? Where to start? All right. We'll go with the original or the usual double barrel 2.1 with the Hell Beast on top.
Yeah, boy.
We've got a nude setup. Nude setup. Yeah, nude
Yeah,
setup.
I like the sound of that one, mate. As long as it's not
Yeah,
you,
the
nude.
slam piece with the Apocalypse Gen 2 on top there. We've got the Black
Authentic.
Rage. What's that?
Authentic.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
the Apocalypse is.
Yeah,
Who's got a,
don't review that mod, will you?
no, won't be reviewing that on YouTube. No,
On VapeTube, go ahead, mate.
absolutely. I'm still going to do the video, just not for YouTube. We got the Black Rage with the Black Recurve.
Oh, nice.
I've also got 2 more mechs. We've got the Dreamer with the Equitas. And we've got the Mongrel V2 with the Dead Rabbit and Brass Butcher cap on top there. And lastly, my mouth along, we've got the Me 1.
Is that the Smock Curve one? Or...
No, it's a Me 1.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought it was that new one that they basically ripped off the
the Miko?
Yeah.
No.
The Me 1 was the one before the Me Pop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, after, I think.
No, I think the My Pop was after. I thought the Me 1's the one before the Grim Green thing came out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But, what's that one like, all right?
Hey, Vaping Biller.
What's up, Vape Man? Good evening, sir. Mr. H2K. Right, Goobs. Lethal even. Is that you done, man? Is he frozen on us? I think he has any good.
I think he did.
Oh, God, here we go. What's up, Josh Warner?
TBD.
Yeah, Lethal's just doing a bit of a
Cool,
product
UK,
placement
welcome
there with the Naked brand there.
Yeah, my hat's sitting up right up there.
Danny Vivi, evening. He has crashed. Does he realise this, Goob? Do you want to talk to him on Messenger or something and see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, bud.
Let me see here.
Michael Sherrington got the stars of Ryan because of the review you did, MF. I love it. Yeah, I like it as well, mate. Did you get a sticking button on your one? Because my one did sort itself out, but not everyone likes that mod, but it goes well with stainless steel mouth-to-lung tanks. Really nice little device for about £20 or so in the UK. Mr. Tuke, how you doing, David? Yeah, he's playing statues. I think he's getting sponsored by Naked, to be honest. And TVP. Right.
I messaged him, so I haven't got anything back yet. So.
His internet's gone down, maybe.
Possibly. Mine hates me at times. So what's new with you?
Oh, right. Yes, I've got some things myself that I'm vaping on. So let's do that, shall we? Right, I've done some reviews today, guys. 4 items. Probably do 2 this week, 2 the following week. First up will be the Tauren single coil solo. Awesome. This is proper decent flavour. You can pump it up. Really high the wattage as well. Just give you a little puff on it. Let's put some juice on it. Yeah, Thunderhead Creations, the best one they've done in my opinion. So watch out for the review for this one, Tauren Solo.
Vaping Builder. I have the Gen 3 triple, but not the dual. I like my Gen 3.
What's that, the Wismec, yeah?
Yeah. I have the Gen 3 triple. I like it.
What's up, Jason? Yes, we've got the Tauren Solo. That's going to be coming up first when I get round to editing it next week. We've got the double barrel version 2.1 with the Army Green, which is one that Sean Beasy hasn't got. So I think he's going to try and steal it from me when he comes over. But
Good.
What else have we got? We've got the Gate mouth-to-lung with the Asmodus Colossal. Cracking little mouth-to-lung RTA. I've just reviewed it on the channel if you want to check it out. we have also got the Fatality style RTA, and I've just recorded the review, guys. So if you want to see my review on this, you're going to have to subscribe to me on VapeTube, because YouTube don't allow you to do clones. But I have done the recorded the review, so I might get this up this week. It might be the following week. So check it out. This is probably, it's definitely in my top 3 RTAs, probably of all time for flavour. And
Horsham, it's strawberry banana vanilla bean ice cream and oatmeal cookie.
nice.
Is delicious.
Evening, Jonathan, Horsham, Stephen James, and Jordan J Money. What's up, guys? Another one we're going to have on VapeTube is the QP. Fucking hell, what's it called? The JK clone. This is the dual core. I've got the single as well, the mini, but I don't like it. So I've recorded the review for the Juggernaut style RTA, and that will be coming up very shortly. Again, VapeTube only. So if you want to watch these reviews, guys, you've got to go over to my VapeTube channel. Hopefully, you can see all the links below this video, actually. I've got my VapeTube channel down there, and all of our other links should be down there as well for our channels.
Chris, his internet crashed, so he should hopefully be back shortly.
Cool. I got to go to Lou, and Leaford is gone. Any tips on mixing Just Jam? Can't get seen to get the flavour.
Jordan?
Apparently Just Jam do their own concentrate now. You can get it on Evolution Vaping, and you just have to add VG, apparently, because TVP told me last week. But I've never made a liquid that tastes like Just Jam. I don't know the recipe. But what else have we got? We've also got the Solomon V3, which hasn't got a mod on it, and we've got the Gear RTA, which I've been vaping recently as well. Been using some coils that I got from Org Vape. The Org coil come in a little keyring holder, and you get 10 coils per thing, and they're not bad coils actually. So I've recorded the review today, and that'll be out in the next 2 weeks as well. And basically that is that. The liquid I'm on, we've got homemade cherry ice cream style liquid. It doesn't particularly taste like it, it's still steeping. That's in my mouth to lung setup, and the rest of it is a blackcurrant raspberry and lime, which has been steeping a few weeks, and it tastes pretty good. All from Dark Star Vapor in the UK. So that completes my setup, guys.
Nice, nice, nice.
And I'm drinking a little bit of Recorder League Wild Berries, if anyone's interested. Goes pretty well with a fruity vape.
I got Mountain Dew White Label.
What's that, cider?
It's an energy drink.
Oh, right. Yeah, so let's ask chat what they're vaping on. I never get round to seeing it, but you can if you want, guys.
Yeah, what are you guys vaping on?
Dyslexia and fatigue are AMF. Yeah, they are indeed, mate.
Yeah.
DIY all the way.
Spelling sometimes.
Throwing my panties at you, MF Vape.
We love you, George.
Each to their own, mate. VapeTube are not tight like YouTube. Well, they're not at the moment, but we'll have to see what sort of advertisers they get on. You never know, they might follow suit at some point, but hopefully not. But I've been told by the owners and that we can post clones, so I'm hoping that is still true.
As far as I know, it should be.
Yeah, but they're getting advertising on there now, though, so that's the only problem, isn't it? If they start having paddies themselves, you never know.
I'm sure Chris will, or they'll let us know.
Yeah.
If we ever can't. So until we hear it from them,
yeah,
I keep doing it.
I don't know. I haven't put one on there yet, a clone video. I don't think I have, anyway.
Vaping Noob, Dual Top Side, Dead Rabbit, and Naboo with Freemax Mesh Pro Triple Coil. Nice. Right,
so the Vaping Builder, Drop Soda on Rebel DNA 75C, Basium with Drop Dead, Rick Douthwaite. That's a nice little setup, that is. I love my Basium and my Drop Dead. Richard Austin, the Captain, PD's 270 with Fatality, and the Thor Pro with Drop Dead. Another good setups there. Another dual topside, Dead Rabbit and Naboo with Freemax Mesh Pro triple core. That's from Vaping Noob. Betty BW, Rage Wrath Vim. Is that Vim as in Ajax? Ajax? Or am I thinking of something else? I think I am. JP's got Net Tobacco Light in the EH Pro 2. True even. That's Mark from Nature Vapes Tank. Awesome Maltalanger. Jordan's ordered a Vindicator. That's the
Welcome back.
mech tube. He's back.
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Do you want to read a few out, Goob?
Let's see here. We got Lane Jackson with the Zeus X on the rudder. Also, Fire Luke 2 on the OBS Cube. J Money's on the Purge. B2B with the Drop G class with Jenna, and the Minikin B2
Jenna,
Reload S. Nice. Lee Davis, Kennedy Vindicator with some strawberry, kiwi, and bubblegum. That sounds like a pretty good juice. Horsham Heatings, Purge Slam Piece, Mo Money Shot RDA with almost 7 dual 0.7 dual Claptons.
What's up, Noel?
What's
Let's
up,
see
Noel?
about it. Even though he's only saying hello to Lethal, but he might have said hello to us earlier.
Stephen James, Squid B3 with Wasp Nano. Simon, Ogvape, Druga, Foxy with Skynet Pro.
Nice.
Rob Clark, Falcon King with the Yeehee T class.
He did say hello to us, so I just scrolled up. Cheers, Noel.
Betty.
Right, Garrett's got the Gear Chris 2 single coil, these SS there in the intake RTA. So a lot of single coilers there. And they're all cracking ones, in fact.
John, are you taking a piss?
Pack of Marlboros with a bottle of Jack.
Brian Bacano's got the Vindicator BTFC. That's that. Is that Org Vape and Vaping Fagan one, isn't it? It's apparently really good, that.
Which one?
The BTFC?
Oh, that's Fagan?
Yeah. Wasn't it Org Vape as well?
I think so.
Yeah, I watched Solome's review on that. It was he loved it. So that's one that I was going to get as well, but never got around to it. Evening, Andrew Powell.
Yeah. Seamus, are you talking about that with the 502? Because I could probably set that one up myself.
FP on the 1111 mech. Nice biscuit.
Pack of Marlboros and a bottle of Jack. Nice one, John. It's Saturday night after all, isn't it? Elitist stuff and Just Jam Lemon Sponge DIY. What's your elitist stuff then, David Chu?
Now I got that 502 up there.
Yeah, Josh, the bulk RTA be out soon. Yes, I haven't seen it yet, and they haven't sent it to me, so I haven't got it. So, but I will be interested in that because it's a dual coiler from Umie, isn't it? The Wasp Nano RTA was pretty good. I don't really like the build quality of it though, but it tastes pretty good.
Evening, Paul.
Right, Nazy PWM Voltro 30mm rig mod and Fatality. Yeah, can't beat a bit of Fatality action. Albeit my one's the $25 one from Fast Hook. Evening, Paul Winstanley.
Right on, Seamus.
But yeah, that bulk RTA I do want to try because Fagan does do some good stuff. Because I even like the Nada, which was by Tiger Tech. I haven't reviewed it actually, but I've still got that.
Not another dripping atomizer.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good to me. So
the Nada.
That's the one you could screw the sort of screws into the bottom airflow, wasn't it? I think, and there's side airflow as well.
I haven't used one yet.
Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't look particularly that great, but it's a bit bulky. But I think Mr. Fagan likes his bulky sort of stuff, doesn't he?
Stuart, you're a fucking legend, bro. Chris, has that postman turned up yet? I think I stuck a BTFC in the box.
Nice.
So as soon as it comes through, it's been what, almost a month now.
Stephen James, I have not tried the profile RTA.
No, I want to though. The profile Unity.
Yeah, I have, Stephen. How about watching my review, mate? It's on the channel. I've done it last week. I take it you're subscribed to this channel. But it is a pain in the ass to wick. The flavour's pretty good, but it's not something that I'll carry on using.
Is it much different from wicking the original?
Yeah, you have to chop a lot more off and rake it out more.
Okay. Good to know when I
get those wicks pretty short. If you want to watch someone who did it a bit neater and quicker, watch Vaping with Vic's video.
Yeah.
I got mine to wick. I've wicked it 2 times, got it to wick perfectly, but it was a lot of raking out and trimming, hair cutting.
Haircuts.
But it's good if you like mesh tanks, but it just isn't for me. I much prefer the Fatality and any dual core RTA myself. VX200 by All Vape is garbage, fell apart in 2 weeks. I gave mine away after 2 or 3 weeks after reviewing it, but to Mark Benson, I don't know if he's in chat, but it was a cracking chip in it. But obviously, if yours has fallen apart, that isn't that great.
Horsham Heating, will my coils be available in the UK? Not currently, but I don't know. There's talks.
Right, Lane Jackson, does the Fatality clone have better flavour than the Zeus X? I haven't got the Zeus X, so I couldn't tell you, mate.
I haven't tried that one either.
But I have got the Glaz V2, which I think's got comparable flavour, if not a bit crisper. So check out that review. There's Modus Glaz 2, which was uploaded last week as well. That's by, yeah, Asmodus. No, it's not Asmodus. What am I talking about? Steam Crave.
Mike, do you already have the Kelpie?
No, I haven't, but so I did get an email from Artery Vapor, who are basically EH Pro's sister company, and they said they're sending me one. So, yeah, hopefully have that next week sometime.
There we go.
Seamus, it's a Mountain Dew white label.
Yeah, anyone who's joining us, Sean and Mark will be here eventually. Sean said it would probably be about 10 o'clock. Maybe Mark might be slightly later. He's out with Becca tonight, but he should be
Hopefully I
back.
don't put anybody to sleep in chat. Nice, Stuart. Scotch on the rocks.
Oh, I don't think I showed this one though. The Luxotic NC with the green Apocalypse Gen 2 on there.
Nice.
Are they authentic apocalypses, you're saying?
Both of them, yep.
Yeah. What are they like? I've never tried one. Though.
Hello.
They're very...
What's up, Chris? How you doing, mate?
They're very cloudy. Chris, what's going on, my man?
They're cloudy, but are they good flavour? Because that's what I'm interested in.
It's all right. With the size of the holes, I find that it's more designed for clouds, but
yeah,
you can dial it down real well.
Oh, you can adjust it then. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can adjust it. I can shut it down to like that.
It looks quite small though. The actual height of it is that. Has it got dome top cap on it as well?
Kinda, not really.
Oh yeah, sort of. But that's more for your 150 sort of watts type vape, is it?
What's that?
Is that for a high wattage, really, then, you reckon? Loads of airflow?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it's great on max.
Yeah, with a low coil on there, low ohm.
Yeah, I build low ohms.
This is a good tank as well, though. This, what's it called? Fucking Juggernaut style one as well. It's a bit more restrictive, well, a lot more restrictive than the Fatality, and it's got top airflow, but obviously works its way down underneath. But it's really good flavour, that is, as well. So, yeah, check out VapeTube in the next 2 weeks, because I'm going to have the Fatality and the Juggernaut clones on there. Chris is in chat. I'm presuming that's still okay to put those onto VapeTube, Mr. Empire Vape Code. All right.
Nice. Goon on the slam piece.
Nice.
So, yeah. I don't even know.
Yeah, so what have you two got up for review? Have you got anything coming up next week or two?
I got some bombs, sticky icky, which is a cinnamon bun with like cinnamon toast crunch cereal and milk.
That's a bit of Snoop Dogg, isn't it? Sticky icky icky.
Sticky icky icky. What else? The rest of them are up there. I've got the Mocha Vape liquid coming out, which is a mocha blended with Irish cream and espresso, which is really delicious. And I've got what was the other one? Shit, can't remember. Couldn't tell you. I've got a couple left that I have to review, plus some Nick salts from Vape as well that I have to review.
Any hardware?
What?
Any hardware, mate?
Yeah, I have the will to do one, but the motivation is lacking.
Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I had a week off last week as well, so
there have been a couple of pieces of hardware that I've wanted to get out that I just haven't been able to get motivated to record. So that's
don't
why. Don't
worry about it, mate. Just do what you can do, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I've been doing a lot more the juice reviews than I have anything else lately.
There's no point in doing it if you're not into it. That's what I was like last week. I'm just far too stressed and my head wasn't in it. So I thought just have to have a week off. You've got to recharge your battery sometimes to get your head sorted. So Vaping with Mobro, how you doing, buddy? John Christian Lyon, this is not a green screen, mate. It's a piece of nylon. It's
printed. Nice.
Yeah, there you go. You've actually got some kitchen cupboards there. So it's all an illusion, mate. I'm not really in a sauna.
I got some hardware and a ton of juice. I just randomly got to pick something. So it's usually
like I don't feel like I have a queue. That's the problem, I think, is that I need to get on a scheduled queue.
Yeah.
What I want, put them in order, what I want to review, and then just get it done in order.
Yeah, I've got just a simple list on my phone, Chris. Whenever something else comes in, I'll just put it on the review queue, and then I tick them off when you do one, and then I change the order sometimes. If I think, no, I'm not going to do that one, I'll do something else. But if you just put everything you've got in, put it on there, and then it gives you... Well,
and then when something new comes in, just add it to the bottom of the list.
Yeah, and if it's something that you think you really want to review, you might trump something, so you put it up the list. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you've tested it out.
Right on.
Another shed dweller. But yeah, if you've written it down there, because otherwise you're thinking, it sometimes gives you anxiety because you think you've got all this stuff and you don't know what sort of order, when it came in or anything like that. If you just do that simple list with the newest thing on the bottom or on the top, whatever, you sort of know where you are then, don't you?
Yeah, and that's what I need to do. I need to make that list.
It's a simple little app, mate, on the phone, the list app. That's all you need.
List app, okay.
Yeah.
That's Android?
Yeah, that's on Android. What's it called? I think it's just called Color Notes, but there's loads of them out there. They're all free anyways.
I think I have Excel on my computer, so I can just make up something real quick to...
Yeah, well, the good thing with the phone is, though, because it's so easy to access, isn't it? If you just think of something, you can just add it to it.
True.
I'm on live chat, brother. Seamus. John Christian, is your last name pronounced Lean? I wouldn't say that as Lion. I would say that as Lean. John Christian Lean.
Is it Lean, is it?
Phoenix Vapes, what's going on?
Did I say Lion earlier?
I think so. I don't know.
The thing is, with my laptop, the screen isn't that big, and to me that looked like an O. But it's
Phoenix
definitely
Vapes, what's going on, man?
Sorry, John.
Right on.
Right, John Deering, are we even being serious right now? 108 watching and only 24 likes. Come on, people, hit that like button and share. Yeah, thanks very much, John.
Yep.
I want to get more likes and dislikes.
Juice review.
I want to get more likes and dislikes this week, please, guys, because I'm getting a lot of dislikes recently, even on my reviews, which doesn't really matter, I suppose, for analytics, but it is quite amusing that I'm suddenly getting lots of people not liking my videos.
I'd throw a dislike every chance I get.
I know they're shit, but
Hey, Mike, at least you're not putting people to sleep like I am.
well, I probably am, mate. What's that, Phoenix Vape? Sorry, I missed that one. Who said juice review? You two did, didn't you?
Juice review.
Oh, right, you're just doing a Mr. Vaping with Vic impression.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's not in...
yeah, Seamus was like Vic says, juice reviews.
All right,
It's time for a juice review.
No one mentioned cakes. Shit, I just
Scones.
Because I'm squatting in someone's shed. It's a first floor shed, this one is, with the sea view as well.
See, Coil UK always likes your reviews, Mike.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Coil UK, Mr. Ryan.
Me, I am in an undisclosed location deep in the forest.
Deep in the forest.
Just trolls MF Vape. If they're putting the time to put a thumbs down, fuck all better. I know, mate, it doesn't really worry me, apart from it's quite nice to have like a likes to dislike ratio of more than 90%, but recently it's getting a bit worse than that because of it.
Trolls are just crying because Daddy touched them. I mean, that's
Jordan,
not what...
I know you would, buddy.
Hey, even a couple of mine I've gotten dislikes. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't mind the odd 2, but when you're getting 15 to 20 and you've only got 30 likes, I'm thinking there's something up there. Do you know what I mean?
Haters gonna be haters.
It's probably haters with multiple accounts and just coming back and doing it with each one.
Yeah, it's all right. It doesn't matter anyway. It's all interaction on the channel as well. So YouTube like that anyway, because it helps with your analytics, getting you up the searches and stuff like that anyways.
That's right.
So
Tattooed Vapor, what's going on?
Yeah, it's all views, MF, unless they're just going into there to put the dislike, but that's even more sad, isn't it?
I have not tried the gearbox with wireless charging. That's for sure.
No, I haven't. I've not heard of that one.
51.
That's that regulated box mod that you just put on a pad to charge it.
I have one that can do both. It's an old one I have. I think it's up here somewhere.
Probably a bot.
David Took's in the house. What's going on, man? Biscuit Vapes?
It could well be a bot. Yeah, it's been planted into my videos. But no, it's all good anyway, mate. I'm not too worried about it. It would just be nice to see who they actually are and what beef they've actually got.
Betsy's saying a lot of live shows are getting a lot of dislikes lately.
What's up, Tattoo?
Yeah, the live shows I can understand it because people are just going in there just to make trouble or whatever. But on the reviews, it's just funny, isn't it? But why are they going in there just to dislike it?
Because they got nothing better to do.
Right. MF, do you make juice by weight or volume? If weight, what brand of scales do you use and where do you get them? I'm probably the worst person to ask for DIY because I do things a little bit by eye, really. I do it by milliliters
That's what I do.
I haven't got any scales that go low enough, and because I do like litre bottles, I tend to add less first, and then if I think it needs a little bit more, I'll just put a little bit more in. I don't really, because I've done it for so long, I'm not anal about it as well. The only thing I'm anal about is the amount of nicotine I'm putting in. I'll make sure that's spot on, like for 3 mil or 6 mil if I'm in my mouth to lung. But I always start it off low, the concentrate, like 5% first. And if like that blackcurrant raspberry and lime mix I didn't have a clue really about what ratios to use. So I just thought of it and how strong the flavours are and sort of worked out the percentages myself because lime's really strong. So I only put 1 or 2% of that in. And the blackcurrant and the raspberry, if you go on Dark Stars, where you buy it, it actually gives you a recommended amount if you put it in a recipe or a standalone mix. So I just started off with what they said, put it in, and then quite often I have to put a little bit more in those to make it a little bit stronger. And of course you've got to wait for it to steep as well. So when you're testing it out, it's not always going to taste exactly the same anyway. Like fruity vapes, more or less will taste the same. But if you're doing like a dessert flavour, you need it to steep for a good week or two before you're going to get the proper flavour anyway. So it's quite hard to judge when you're first mixing it up whether the flavours are spot on anyway. But what I tend to do is mix it up, leave it for a week, have a little vape, put it in a tank or a dripper, and then say, what does that taste like I need to add to it? And then maybe just get the bottle and put a little bit more in. But
cheers, David Took, towards a cure for Beezy's bum age, donated £2.
Thank you very much, David.
Oh,
I'll give that to Beezy when we see him in Expo, mate. Buy him some, what's it called?
Anal cream. Some anal AIDS cream.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
guys crack me up.
Tattooed, I think my theory on haters is that they're so disappointed and depressed about their own lives that they have to go and try and make other people feel as bad as they do. And so my approach to that is positivity, just being smiles and laughs, just laugh it off, you know?
Yeah, but if they're not actually, the worst thing is though with the dislikes though, you're not getting anyone actually commenting, so you can't put anything back to them, can you? You don't know who they are or anything.
Well, to me, it doesn't matter who they are. It's just
no. What I'm saying is you can't retaliate to it with a positivity or anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
with a comment you
I'm
can.
okay with that.
With a comment, you can put something back. You can either be just as arsehole-ish as them, or you can put something. I've had it before. When I first started out, it used to get to me a little bit, and I would try and turn them around by being, instead of just saying fuck off and blocking them, I would actually try and talk to them. And when I look back on it, I think I wish I hadn't done it actually, because I just think now I think fuck you. But before, it used to worry me because obviously you're worried about the people watching it, if that's what they really think. But a lot of them are just doing it just because they are arseholes, basically. So,
yeah. Don't get me wrong. Inside my head, I'm fucking steaming. I'm like, fuck you, you motherfucker. Who the fuck are you? But on the outside, don't show that. I don't show that at all.
No, I've turned a few round before and actually got a sub out of them as well when I was first starting. So you can do, but like now I just haven't got the patience for it. I just think, yeah, whatever.
Right. J Money, $5. Cheers, buddy.
Fucking hell,
for finding a cure for this rash I have.
I'll make sure I research into that very muchly, mate.
That's right, Seamus. I'm trolling Chris, but he don't bite back. Nope, I don't. I don't bite back. I love you. That's kind of how I deal with it. I accept it. You know.
I haven't really had too many legitimate trolls, honestly.
I've only had the loving trolls like Saint, Sinner, and Stewart, and Irish.
I think I've only had one or two, and that was in one of my videos. That was it.
I don't get that many, to be honest. Not the actual trolling comments. I'll probably get a few more now, but you do get the odd one, or people that think they know completely better than you. Like one the other day was saying about the coil I was using. I think it was in my Torum video, and admittedly it was a shitty looking coil, but it doesn't matter what it looks like a lot of the time anyway. Do you know what I mean? As long as it's a coil. But they're saying. They didn't even say, they just said, oh, what are you using that for? Please let me send you some calls. And I'm thinking, you know, that's something I need to say actually. Bill Byrne, who was sponsoring my channel and a lot of other channels, has unfortunately had to shut down his call building business because of health issues that he's had recently. So big love to you, Bill, if you are watching, mate, and you've got to just get yourself better. Because, he won't be doing any more calls, so I'll be taking the logo off my video now. And but he's still got a few orders to fulfill. And I was saying, well, don't worry about them, mate. You've just got to get yourself better. But unfortunately, some people aren't as quick to
Health is
understand.
very poor right now.
Yeah, Bill was saying that some people are being a bit cuntish, like wanting their calls because they paid for them. And I'm saying, you know, at the end of the day, he had a pretty serious health scare. So I don't want to go into it. It's not my place to. But
Exactly.
I just said they should understand. And if they don't understand, like, fuck them. You got to get yourself better.
Vaping with Vic. Welcome to the stream, buddy. You don't get that many trolls, Mike, because no one watches you. Trolling.
We love you, Vic.
Yeah, nice to see you too, Vic. It's all right, mate. I'm getting the Kelpie next week, mate. I'll give you a wonderful review, mate.
Oh, shit.
And how much did you get for that review?
David Took at MF Vape. Don't dismiss my trolling. Acknowledge me. Lol.
Who's that?
That was David Took.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I know you. I know you're all right, David. But yeah,
Check is in the mail, Mike.
I think it looks okay, Vic. If I can't get flavour out of there, there's something wrong with me, mate. But just by looking at it, I think it should be okay. So I think you might be all right.
Yeah, I got to get the Kelpie.
Yeah, I've seen the deck on it now. So, yeah, quite a nice looking deck, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's a good looking little tank.
But yeah, Rolling Fog calls, Bill Byrne, get well soon, buddy. And unfortunately, guys, you won't be able to buy his calls anymore unless he comes back later on. But for the time being, he won't be selling his coils.
Big love to Bill, man.
His health comes first.
Oh, big star.
I understand that.
April 12th, I do believe. Seamus, I thought that was the date that I heard.
Yeah, Vic,
Kelpie
when's your actual show and tell video? Have you actually got yours yet?
Reverend Vapes, hello.
What's up, Rev? Chris
Me?
Burns?
Or are you talking to Vic?
I'm talking to Vic. His Kelpie, when his
okay.
show
I
and
was like,
tell
wait.
original video going to go up.
I was going to say, I'm not supposed to get one.
Ships April 12th. Retail is April 16th.
Right on.
All right. Have you not got yours yet, Vic? The one that you're actually going to review? The one with the packaging on?
And Vic, is April 16th just for the UK or is it worldwide? Since I'm a Yank in the States.
What's that Mark Jad...
Vic says that his is coming in next week.
Next week.
Nice.
Right on, man. I can't wait to see it up
16th
close.
worldwide. All right.
No, it does look good, actually. I'm liking the latter version because it's a little bit shorter than the original one.
Kevin Smith, what's going on?
Evening, gents. Top lip in the Irvine Shuffler and chat. You what? What's up, Kevin?
April 16th is worldwide, Goober.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
Okay.
I'll have to...
Vic, are you going to let Jay review it?
Even if you don't let him review it, someone will buy it for him and send it to him, no doubt. So that's what happened with Mark's tank, wasn't it?
Tattooed Vapor vape reviews. Any advice for a new reviewer?
Be you.
Right. You want to do some reviewing, do you?
Take everything with a grain of salt.
It depends what you want to get out of it, really. Like for me, I've been doing it about 18 months, near enough, and I put a lot of time, money, and effort into it. Spent a few £1,000s on buying stuff in, because you got to get your followers first. A lot of people do get subs a bit quicker these days because they go on shows and they might be on social media and have a bit of a fan base anyway. But it took me a good while to get some subs in and stuff. I didn't start getting sent stuff till very recently. So you've got to be prepared to buy a lot of stuff. And it depends how big you want to grow. But I've been putting out 2 or 3 videos a week for 18 months. I've only had a couple of weeks off in that time. So yeah, put your videos out. Be prepared to spend a lot of your time on it. If you do work, all of your spare time will be taken up doing it. And unless you just do, depends how many reviews you do. Like we've got Reverend in the chat. He's even said himself he's only going to probably put up 6 to 12 a year.
Right.
But his videos are really good quality in that. So it depends what you want to do. But
J Money, no, don't be me. Be you. Be true to yourself. Don't try and be me. Don't try and be anyone. Just be you. Stay with your personality.
I've done a few reviews out now, and I don't really want anything out of it. Just want to help people, as my dad has had cancer. Well, fair enough, mate. But
that's a good reason to get into it.
That is a very good reason. But yeah, if it's nice to get views though. What I used to do is I used to look on 3F Vape and other sites like that. Look on YouTube, see what's not been reviewed. Because if you want to get people watching your videos, you need to get something that people want to watch. So I started off with a load of clone stuff, but unfortunately not really allowed to do that anymore. But you get thousands of views doing it. I used to get something, not necessarily like, something like the recurve. Everyone's going to review it, so you might not get many views. But if you choose something that's a little bit original, something that someone else hasn't done yet, you're more likely to get a lot more views straight away, even if you're a small reviewer. And that's what I used to do. I used to scour through YouTube, or type it in there. I'd look on 3F Vape and think, right, has that tank been done? Has that RDA been done? And then you see like maybe 1 or 2 reviews. If there's no reviews, get it in there, record it and put it out. And then you're more chance of getting some views for it, and then people noticing your channel. But if you just want to do it for whatever, though, it doesn't matter if it's 6 months old, 2 years old. You can review what you want, as long as you're enjoying doing the recording, the editing side of it. Do you know what I mean? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just saying what I did to start off my channel. Don't know about you two guys.
I agree. I think do it because you love doing it. Do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because you feel like you're being pressured into it.
Yeah.
I would hate to do it, but if tomorrow something happened and I wasn't able to do it anymore, I'd have to shut down everything, and I'd accept it, but I wouldn't like it.
Yeah. Reverend's just put here, good advice, mate. I've got the Goon 25 before anybody else. Got 1,000 views in no time. I would have bought it anyway, but was aware that it would be a good first video to put up. Yeah, exactly, Reverend. Like I say, a lot of the stuff I bought I wanted. I used to do RDAs and RTAs because that's what I enjoy doing. I don't really like sub-ohm tanks or anything stock core. So there's not that many on the channel. So the stuff I was buying, I was thinking, yeah, I'd like that anyway. So especially with the single core Latties, because they were like $10 to $14 on China as well. SXK, brilliant clones. I bought the, do you know what I mean, a load of single core ones, and they got mega views as well. If you look at some of my videos, like the SXK Doggy Style, it's got over 20,000 views now, and just on one video. I know other people have got hundreds of thousands, but for my channel, I've only got 2,500 subs. That was quite a lot of views to be getting for one video. Because it's weird, even now, it's probably one of my top ranking tanks, and that's 3 years old near enough.
Right.
The Devore is another one. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's a mouth-slung RT. I'm getting thousands of views for that. It's not even that particularly that great, but it's cheap. And people, like Mark TVP always maintains, vapors are cheap bastards, and they are. If you put something up there that's $10, you're going to get thousands of views for it, because people like to save a bit of money when they're vaping as well. And some of these clones are pretty good. Others are garbage, but yeah, it's just all good fun. I used to really enjoy it, because you can go to 3F Vape, spend 50 quid on, and you get like 5 or 6 items in, which does you for 2 or 3 weeks. Whereas if you buy something like the Fatality Authentic, it costs you £85 just for one item. So you've got to think of it like that. Unless you're pretty well off, like most people can't afford to spend that on one Atty. So if you get a load of clones in, jobs are good. But the unfortunate thing for anyone that's thinking about starting out, YouTube basically stopped you from doing clone videos, and you'll get strikes on your channel. And if you get 3 of them, they'll ban you, or they do what in Lethal's case, they banned him outright for 3 months just for doing one review. So you do need to be very careful about what you are putting up these days. But
not anymore. Did you see the amendment to their?
I did. Yeah, but it didn't seem that great though. It's just a week. For your first offense, your first strike, you just get a week of no lives. Yeah, but I don't know.
I had to go 3 months.
I reckon they'd make it up as they're going along if it's to doing vaping, though. I don't know.
ABC, how's it going?
What's up, Kieran? How you doing, mate? But the good thing is we've got VapeTube now, so anyone who's starting out reviewing, get yourself set up on there because they do allow clone and style videos. And I've got 2 coming up next week, so check out my Fatality and Juggernaut clones, which will be being reviewed. I'm looking forward to this because I've had them for 3 or 4 months and I'm going to be uploading them. So get yourself subbed to my VapeTube channel, guys, please. And these 2 as well.
Tattooed. I started out using my phone, did my vlogs and my initial videos I did right from my phone. Used from there I moved into a crappy little Logitech C110, and now I'm running the Logitech C920 for camera. You just use what you have. You know, that's the biggest piece of advice I can tell you for what you're using for equipment. If you don't have the money, use what you've got for right now. You know, build up the funds and pick up a C920 or something. They're cheap enough now.
Yeah, phones are good. Like someone said there, their phone are recording 4K. The trouble is doing that. I used to do all of my recording, editing and everything on my phone. I connected it with a tripod and all that. Even my software for for uploading to YouTube, everything on the phone. But my phone got battered basically because it was being used all the time. I used to have it plugged in because it would drain the battery so fast. And if you're doing 4K, your phone will get red hot because the battery will be over. I don't know what they're like these days, but it used to really cane it if you tried to do 4K. And the amount of memory you need to use as well, storage space is untrue. It's literally gigabytes per minute on a bloody. If you're doing 4K, I only do 1080p, 30 frames a second, but even doing 60 frames a second uses a lot more storage space.
Right. And there was someone else that had asked about whether or not VapeTube allowed live streaming. Not yet. They're working on it, but not yet.
Yeah, it is being in the pipeline, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mr. H2K, shush, it's not clone, it's styled. Yeah, I know, I probably shouldn't be saying that on here, but fuck it, I've said it about 100 times, haven't I? Oh, dear. Carry on, Goober.
They're probably working on subtitles also.
Yeah, as TVP says, companies should welcome clone reviews. It's all still publicity, yes.
Well, they're never going to be able to stop it.
It's exposure. They can't stop clones being made, but YouTube is making a pretty good dent in cloned reviews not being able to be put up. Been burnt by a clone. I'm not condoning or condemning them, but be careful. It's cheap for a reason. You're right. It depends on where you get it from. There are better manufacturers than others. That's for sure.
What's up, Curly Choop?
Reverend Vape says, if you're using a phone, don't edit on it. Get all the footage, upload to Dropbox, delete off phone, edit on PC.
Oh, yeah. It was just when I first started, I used to do that.
Yeah, Josh, I got put in YouTube jail.
I had Cyberlink Power Direct on my phone. The thing is, with a phone app, they only cost $4.99, even for the paid version, whereas it can cost a little bit more money. Saying that, you can get free software as well on PC, can't you? I know Mike Vapes uses Windows Movie Maker, I believe.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely better using a PC. And like Chris said, I've got the Logitech C920, which isn't ideal. It's good for streaming. It's not the best for doing close-up videos with, but I picked it up for $29.99 on Amazon. So if you haven't got a lot of money, it's a good camera to get, isn't it, Chris? For a nice budget HD quality camera, it's definitely a good starting place.
You could even move up 2 levels. Go up either to the 922 or to the 930. I mean, they're a little bit more pricey, sure.
Yeah.
But they're still really good cameras.
What's the Brio? That's the one I've been looking at. It's a lot more expensive, but
I have no idea. I haven't seen that one yet.
I think that does 60 frames a second. What I want though is I want to get better close-up footage, so I'm not sure if a camcorder might be better, because I don't really want to be spending more than £200. I haven't got the money to spend £500 on a DSLR. So yes, I know a lot of people use just a camcorder to do it. HD
I use my
camcorder.
phone for mine.
You use your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's getting right close in those. My thing. I want to get proper super macro. Reverend,
Yeah.
am I going all 3 days of Expo? I'm not sure yet, Reverend. I'll have to wait and see with that. Probably the Friday, Saturday. I've got a few things going on with work and everything at the moment, so I don't want to make any promises. So we'll have to wait and see. But I have got my pass, so I could go for the whole weekend, but we'll have to just wait and see what's happening.
Yeah, you could easily start out with the phone tattoo.
H-Bomb Vaker, £50 Sony Handycam from Sex Mike. Sex, CEX. What's Sex? Check how close I can get. I'll have to have a look, H-Bomb.
Handycam, and it didn't really work that well.
I think TVP uses something like that as well, actually, for his close-up shots. So I'll have to have a look at your videos, H-Bomb. Like I say, I don't get a lot of time to look at many reviews at all, but I need to have a look at what you've done there. Let me try and put a little link in. I'll have a look at that later.
Stuart, what's the site? I wouldn't mind checking that out. Maybe some potential gear.
Tattoo vape reviews. No worries, buddy. Like I say, you can do it all with a phone if you're really stuck. Get yourself a little tripod or something, because they have these extender bits that hold your phone on as well, which are very handy.
Yeah, I don't know where my wife's stuck.
I don't have my tripod with me offhand.
Because that's what I would recommend. To instead of forking out a lot of money on all cameras and this, that, and the other, just try it on your phone first.
Yeah.
Because you're going to save yourself a lot of money. Do it for a couple of months, because you might decide that you don't like doing it. A lot of reviewers fold after 4 or 5 months. You don't see them ever again. So it's not worth spending all that money on unless you're going to continue doing it, in my opinion. What's up, Des Turner? How you doing, buddy?
Des, what's going on?
UI P20.
Biscuit vapes. That's what I've got, mate. Fucking P20 Pro. This is awesome. It is, but I don't really use it for recording, just because of the fact I don't want to wear it out too quickly, like I did with my LG G5. But the picture still shots I use on there, and they're awesome.
Curly Chew. I don't know what brew shots are, but if they're anything like the Boss shots or flavor shots or whatever, I believe it's just add the VG, isn't it, Mike?
Sorry, mate.
You know the flavor shots that you guys get, the Boss shots or whatever? The juice shots, just the big bottle with the little bit of...
Yeah, you get like a 250ml bottle with...
right, and you just add the VG, right?
Apparently so, yeah. And Nick's shots as well. The trouble is, it's all very well, but I was looking at these. We're only getting a fart-ass bit of juice in there, concentrate. So you're paying a lot... Why not buy a bigger bottle of concentrate and then mix your own VG in with it? It's not hard, do you know what I mean? It's
just add VG and Nick. That's what I thought.
It is all right, but if you're tight for money and you want to do it cheap, do it DIY. DIY. It's no harder than having to do that. All you need to do is just...
Well, the good thing is he didn't buy it. He won it from a thing from last week, I think, and he already put the nick in, but he wasn't sure.
Yeah, you just top it up with VG, I believe. Yeah, I've never had one before.
Yep.
Because I just thought I'm paying all that money for a little bit of concentrate, where I can get the same amount of concentrate on its own for probably same amount of
And
money.
make up a whole lot
Yeah,
more
because
liquid. Yeah.
if you buy a 5 litre or 10 litre bottle of VG, it doesn't cost very much, about 10, 15 pounds for a 5 litre. That's all I paid. So if you think about it, you know, it's 5 litres worth, and that's most of the juice. You put like maybe 10% concentrate in there. The concentrate's what's cost the money. Like 80
Right.
quid for a litre I pay. But if you get a strong one, you can do only like 5 to 7% of it. So you'll get like loads of litres worth out of it. So that's the way you got to think about it. Yes, it's a bit of an outlay at first.
John Deering, DIY or die.
Well, it's not that. Some people like doing their pre-bought juice, don't they? They swear by it.
You know, it is easy. You are spending more in comparison, but it is easy for people that don't do serious DIYing.
Yeah, if you don't vape a lot, if you're doing mouth to lung, I'd say get a pre-bought one if they do the right amount of nicotine.
Yeah.
Because you're only going to go through like 2 or 3 mil a day or something, aren't you? But what I found was I'm doing a bottle like this in a day easily, and you know you're paying at least 10 quid for a 50 mil, aren't you? If it's a top of the shelf one, you're paying 15, 20 quid, even more than that, 25 quid. And that ends up being a lot of money. If you're ploughing through juice doing like dual corn RDAs, do you know what I mean? You can do loads, can't you, in a day? So you end up spending more than you would on tobacco.
He paid £10 this week for 5 liters of VG.
Yeah, I think that's what I paid from Darkstar, something like that. It's absolutely.
This says he goes through 100 mils a day.
And when you do your mixing, literally you can get it done within 20 minutes, half an hour. Once you've done it a few times, get your recipe, just follow it, put it in some litre bottles, let it steep, or just vape it straight away. I even do that with fruity flavours. It's a little bit of effort you need to put in, but once you've done it, you're laughing. You've saved yourself about 200 quid.
Yep. It's much cheaper to do it that way. And fairly soon, the U.S. is going to go that way themselves. That's going to be their only option.
It's a good idea to get used to it now, I think, if you live in the States.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm thinking too.
Just to answer Josh Warner's question there, Josh, I put the link to the federal flavor band bill, and still no co-sponsors or nothing, so it's dead in its tracks for right now, at least.
What's up, Shane? Shane Davies, how you doing, buddy?
Shane, what's going on, man?
And if Trump wants that 100 million a year, it's probably not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, Merck, I agree. Darkstar, they do good flavors. They also do things like is it Flavor West? They do some other brands. Inerwa is another one. They do really good flavors. They're a little bit more pricey, but yeah, those bottle shops, they're still a lot cheaper than doing short fills or what's the other one? Like if you buy a 10 ml bottle pre-mixed. They're still a lot cheaper, but they're not as cheap as if you do proper DIY. It's like of anything, isn't it? Cigarettes, if you roll your own cigarettes, it's damn sight cheaper than buying a packet of Marlboro. But we're not advocating that on this show, are we?
No. No smokes. Yuck.
Ian
Icky.
Morgan, what's up, sir?
Icky cigarettes. Graham Spears. Bottle shots are sometimes cheaper than 250 ml bottle shot with 50 mils of concentrate in it. 14 pounds, 2 30 ml bottles of concentrate equals 8 pound each equals 16 pounds.
Yeah, there you go. I usually buy it in a litre though, so it is cheaper if you buy it in bulk. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. The bottle shot is definitely worth doing. You still got to get your VG and your. Do you get your Nick shots with them? I'm not sure if you do. Because that's what bugs me when they charge you an extra £1 each for Nick shots.
I know when I bought my flavor shots from the UK, I had to buy the Nick shots separately.
Yeah, and all that is, you're not getting much nicotine in there. It's just a bottle of PG normally, a little
Cal's
10 ml
Irons,
bottle.
big love, buddy.
Because PG doesn't cost anything either. It's a little bit more expensive than VG, but
yep,
it's yeah. If you can get hold of the 72 milligram or 7.2% nicotine, a big bottle of that, that's the cheapest way of doing it. You save a lot of money.
Oh,
What's up,
it is
Cows
late
Irons?
Saturday for me.
Vaping Smurf. Didn't see you in there earlier.
And noob.
Salford,
Salford Vapor, what's going on, man?
What's up, Salford? How you doing, buddy?
Nice to see you, David. Nice to see you.
As always, brother.
Absolutely.
I've had a bit of a week off of social media, and I've been a right bloody miserable git. I haven't gone on anything. I would normally have gone into David's chat last night, but I didn't.
did he go live last night?
I think he did go live. Yeah, I had a notification. When I looked, it was 2 o'clock. He'd already finished. 2 o'clock in the morning.
No problem, John.
Mr. Har2K, have you tried the barrel-aged tobacco? No, I haven't tried any tobacco flavours, to be honest, mate. I'm not an avid fan of them, but I wouldn't mind trying them. When I go to Expo, I might try a few. Yeah, since I've given up, I've really not really wanted the flavour of tobacco in my mouth, really. But some of them are really good, though, aren't they?
I don't mind tobacco flavors too much, but there was a couple that were pretty smooth.
Yeah, they do them like with custard as well, don't they, Goob? Or caramel, was it? Caramel tobacco and stuff like that.
Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. This one I got from Q Vapor. It was a smooth tobacco. It's not a strong one. It's something that I could generally vape pretty good.
Are they sweet though? Because that's what puts me off. I don't. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking of it, and I just think, oh, I don't know if I like this, because all I can think of is the taste of cigarettes, and I don't particularly like the taste of them.
I wouldn't say the one I got from Q Vapor was one of those. It was more like maybe like a coffee tobacco, where it's not like super sweet, but a smooth.
Yeah, so it's actually more pleasant than when you used to smoke. Because that's, do you see where I'm coming from? Because I can bang in the bloody microphone. These Yetis go bong.
You don't want it like you're chewing the tobacco kind of taste.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because they can smell a little bit better, and I'm thinking, what do they actually taste like? I would like to try some when I go to Expo. I think I'm going to do that.
I feel like tobacco juices taste a lot like a natural cigar, almost.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like,
I could see that one.
For me, they taste smooth and very earthy, not the typical, like you pick up a pack of Marlboros and the taste you get off that is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, when you're smoking it. But when you smell, when I used to smell them, cigarettes and tobacco, I like the smell of it. Mm-hmm. But it's totally different when you actually burn it, isn't it?
Yeah. I've tried a few from the tobacco and coffee company. I'm sorry, TBCO. They've got a couple. I've tried their Arabic Oasis, which I believe was like a vanilla coffee and a nice robust tobacco. And then I've tried their Havana Dark, which is caramel cappuccino and tobacco.
Caramel cappuccino and tobacco.
Yeah, It was pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'd like it if it was just caramel and cappuccino, but it's tobacco.
True, something like that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, it might be one that I might actually be able to palate. Neil Cousins says the Nom Nom concentrates are good. Yeah, I've heard that. Old Mark from Nature Vape recommended those because I think he likes his tobacco vapes. I think, what one did he mix up on when I was live on him?
But then again, if it works for some people, it works for some people. Like my mom, she loves the tobacco flavors.
Yeah. Does she vape as well, your mum now? Good.
Yeah, she still dual uses, but
dual as in not the dual.
Dual uses.
She does a bit of both.
Yeah, okay.
Cheers, cheers, Ryan. Thanks, mate.
It's just hard for her to make the complete switch.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's better to dual than to do it completely smoking, isn't it? Hi, Steve.
We said that at the same time.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
All right, so who owes who a Coke for saying it at the same time?
Right, I was just
Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Or Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Mr. Nichols,
FT
how's it
does
going?
bacon and potato. Ew. Bacon and potato flavored liquid? Yikes. I can't imagine that tastes very good. Oh. There goes Goobs.
Have you seen the our
some
little
from
chat
real
thing
quick.
in Messenger, Chris, with
What's
the
that?
the SNL
Oh,
one?
no.
Have
I'm
a look at the
checking.
picture that Sean's changed the picture to.
Oh, that's Jordan? Oh, yeah. Yep.
I was going to say, has he got the link?
No.
He-
Jordan?
No,
Beezy?
Beezy.
What are you
He
doing?
should.
Haven't.
No.
He's got it in there anyway. If you've seen that, he's got it, hasn't he?
Oh, is he trying to get Squeaker on?
I tried, but it didn't work.
He's trying to get Squeaker on the camera. What about Coke, Lethal Coils? Oh, don't be a dick.
Who said that?
Not that kind of Coke, J Money.
Try chicken tikka from eBay if you like a curry. I only had one tobacco that I could stand. That was from Vape Airways. Still not that keen though. Yeah, I'm probably like you, Reverend, on my tobacco flavours. Northern Vapor, MF, in my experience, you have to pay good money for a good tobacco vape, unlike sweets, desserts, etc.
Not over here. Same price. For
What, a decent tobacco, same sort of price?
yep. I mean,
Mr. Flat Cap Vapor, how you doing, buddy?
hey, Flat Cap, what's going on, man? It really depends on the juice company, not the flavor of the juice. There are, like, Jam Monster, for example. If I was to go to my local B&M, it would cost me about $30 for a 100 milliliter bottle.
Would it? Yeah.
Right around that, yeah. And I could get a different 100 milliliter bottle of different juice from a different company. It's still equally as good in my eyes as Jam Monster for maybe $20, $22.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if I want to drink this. Hold on.
Vaping
David
news?
Beckham.
No, my wife is being shy and not wanting to come on camera.
Wow. French vanilla Kahlua.
You could green screen her onto the camera. As
Yeah.
a backdrop. Yes, for anyone that's expecting BZ and TVP, they are due to turn up, but they're not quite here yet, guys.
Yep, they're not. That's okay.
So you're stuck with us talking about juice at the moment, but which is quite nice actually to talk about vaping instead of whatever else might come up in conversation.
J Money, I never said a damn bad word about Jam Monster. I absolutely love Jam Monster and is one of my favorite juices to this day. I'm just saying the difference in price is all.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When you get, say, something that's high in demand, it's going to get more expensive as well, isn't it? Once it's out there.
Yeah.
It's like the sugar lips. What's it? The Tony B's sort of juice. That's like $25 for 50 ml, isn't it? I've never tried it. You know the
Yeah.
oh, I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, some
Blue
are-
Pucker, I think.
Or
Shane Davies, Charlie Noble, very good juice company.
See,
They're
she-
part timers. BZ and TVP are part timers.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Northern.
What's his Matt Benson? Why are there any?
It's all right, Northern. Nobody knows me anyways. I just put people to sleep.
Yeah, he's like a sedative.
Yep.
What's umami strong juice, Lethal? One of the major taste receptors in the mouth. Matt Benson said.
Matt Benson?
Yeah. Why aren't there any?
Umami is it's a flavor profile. I don't know how to say it. Like there's sweet, there's savory.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like sweet,
feel
savory,
like-
bitter, and all that.
Yeah,
Sort of stuff.
umami is a specific flavor. It's a specific taste to it.
Maffy MC. Yes, I am still loving the Glas 2. It's my best flavour tank I've got, but I haven't got it wicked up at the moment because I've just recorded the Fatality in the JK style tank. So I put the Glas V2, took the wick out of it because it needed replacing. I haven't wicked it up again. Because the thing is with it though, you do need quite a bit of wattage. Sometimes I don't always want to vape that, so I was vaping that high. Something like the JK I can do at 70 watts, whereas with the Glas 2 I'm thinking about 90, 95 watts at least you need in it, in my opinion. But it's awesome, love it. And the review is on the channel, guys. Glas V2.
Mr. Hard 2K, you're keeping tabs on my channel. Thank you very much.
Oh, right. Is this a little hint to go and sub to Lethal Cause, is it? Yeah. Come on. Sub to Lethal. He's on 393 subs, apparently. Let's get him up to 400, guys. And Mr. Goober Vapes.
6 more.
Let's see here. I am, what was it, 4 away?
Thank you very much, Mike, for that plug.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking. While you're at it, I'm nearly on 2,700. So if you could, if anyone's watching that isn't sub to me, why aren't you, for a start? Because you're on my channel. And but yeah, I've got 2671, so it's a slow progress. I really want to get up to 3k, but it's a long old slow process.
Whoa, I'm at 250. That's scary.
You were only on 200 not long ago, Goob, weren't you?
I know.
Yeah, you're doing well,
You
man.
guys.
You're doing very well, Bruddy. Bruddy.
Yeah, I hit 250.
Brother.
Yeah, Bruddy, I like that.
Yay. I'm still young blood.
Yeah. But you're growing.
I'd probably grow faster if she was on camera.
Oh, shit.
Cheers,
I was
Miss
going
H,
to make
so
a
you can-
comment, but that's what she said.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Northern.
ABC.
A lot of people, it just takes time, Northern. It just happens when it happens, mate, doesn't it?
Matt Benson, thank you very much. From all
Save
of us.
money. I don't even have the money for a giveaway.
Another chap who's in chat here, Flat Cat Vapor. I'm really impressed with his channel. He's only been going a couple of months. He was on the Vape Show the other day, and I was actually going to ask him if he wanted to come on here one time, Letha and Goobs. What do you reckon?
Yeah, why not?
Bring him on.
Bring
Because
him on.
check out his videos, guys. He is really good. He's got really good professional quality. A lot better than mine, in fact. But I'm all for plugging new reviews. He seems to be on the ball a little bit. He's putting a lot of effort into it. So
You
yeah,
guys,
check him out. But if
You
you want
guys-
to, if you want to do that, Flat Cap, just hit me up on Facebook and we'll organise it for another week.
Thank you very much, Northern. Much appreciated, man. Keep it real. No drama, and it will. Same with Lethal. Holy crap, 2 more to lol. 2 more, lol. Go. Yeah, man, you're
Alright.
keeping tabs,
I was
man.
just expecting everyone who watches this would be subscribed to everyone on here, but I didn't even think about it.
You see, I have the mentality that whenever you assume you make an ass out of you and me,
It's like that Pulp Fiction quote, isn't it? Assumption, what is it? Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups or something, isn't it?
yes, yes.
Samuel L.
I'm surprised people subscribe to my game channel.
No worries, Gaz. Flapcap.
Biscuit, I just subbed to you too, buddy. You got 17 now, man. What's the 400 giveaway?
You've got to give away your stuff to Lethal. That's the 400 giveaway.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah,
gotta ship him
that's a good one
something.
there,
What do you reckon? Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I don't know.
Thanks, Shane.
I'll give away a live, I don't know,
Virtual BJ.
a virtual BJ.
Oh dear,
See
sorry.
my head.
Why is Shane looking forward to the roast? I thought, did you do that earlier, Goob? Or did it not turn
No,
into a roast?
it's April 27th.
Oh, right. So I thought it was today. And that's when I tuned in. And I was like expecting it to be funny and that. And then I suddenly realised it wasn't. You were talking serious stuff. So, like I normally do, I've like put my foot straight in it.
No, that's fine.
What? Are you guys kidding me?
What?
You got 400, bub.
That's what he says. That's what it says. Thank you guys so much for helping me break 400.
Awesome.
Free nudes off Chris for a week. Yep. Although
Congratulations, Chris. Well done, buddy.
400.
I do. I think that if I was to do free nudes for a week, I think I'd lose a lot of subs.
No, that'd be earning.
Yeah, that'd be
Stuart.
all 250 would be like unsubscribe. Even my wife would be like unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
No, congratulations, Chris.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys. To everybody.
Yeah, and we expect you to keep subbed as well. Don't go
Thanks, man.
unsubbing tomorrow.
Damn, I'm back down to 398.
That's the worst thing that happens when they all sub you, and then you find out over next week you keep getting all these minuses as well. But there you go.
Thank you guys, everybody, for the congrats.
Maybe I'll
So,
hit 3 by summer.
Yeah.
Wait.
Pav G's in the house. How you doing, buddy?
So I got a question that I mentioned in my live. Might as well run it by you guys. What do you think is the your guys' opinion on the so-called vaping causes seizures?
The vaping what?
There's an article going around that vaping is causing seizures.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I to be honest, Scoob, you know my thoughts on this. I tend to ignore articles like that. It pisses me off, big style.
Yeah, scare tactics.
Yeah, I don't believe it for a second. In fact, I Suck My Mod, he commented back to one of these because apparently they said something about cancer, and he had cancer 7 years ago or something. He said on Twitter, and they're trying to associate it with vaping as well. And he was basically obviously defending it, saying that he's been vaping all that time and he's been clear in all that time as well. Not 100% of the facts. I just remember reading it the other day. But yeah, there's a lot of this scaremongering going on. It's just ridiculous, man. If anything's going to give you seizures, it's going to be smoking 7,000 carcinogenic chemicals in a cigarette. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't care what they say. Vaping has got 3 ingredients in it. There might be a few other chemicals which are released in small proportions. Obviously, with vaping metal, there might be little bits of that in there and stuff. It's not 100% safe, of course, but it's got to be 1,000 times safer than smoking carcinogenic combustible cigarettes, surely. So I'm willing to take the risk myself. But
no, it could be caused by people being given bad advice and vaping far too much, Nick. You know what? There's a possibility.
Maybe.
But I don't think that there's an actual problem.
What are they actually saying then, Goo? What were the findings then?
Shit. I think I closed it down already, but
yes, obviously.
Apparently, the guy had a seizure just shortly after vaping, and blamed it on the vape.
Yeah, so they've got no facts whatsoever on it. But yeah, if you're going to vape on 72 milligram e-liquid, you probably might even have a heart attack or something because you've got to be sensible about it. Do you know what I mean? It's it's just like with anything there. 95%, 95 to 97%. That's on the studies that were done by the Public Health England and the boffins over at what's that other English organisation called?
Yeah, if vaping causes seizures, I'm pretty sure the UK would not be openly accepting it.
Yeah.
The guy was probably already susceptible to seizures anyways.
Yeah, but that's a lot. When you read these articles on these tests that they've done on people, especially ones that have literally just given up smoking or continue to smoke, and they're doing these tests because they're vaping now, and they're saying it gives them COPD and all that shit, even though they might have been smoking for 35 years, a day before they gave it up. And then do you know what I mean? So they do this study on someone who's just started vaping for 6 months. Do you know what I mean? It's just not, you can't quantify it really, can you?
John Deering, that article is bunk and not based on any evidence. You can say the same thing about turkey sandwiches. Those instances I'm thinking will turn out to be these kids vaping other than e-liquid.
Probably.
Royal College of Physicians, that's the other one I was thinking of, yeah. But they're two like highly trained organisation. The people who work in there, proper scientists, doctors and that, and they've done their own tests. Admittedly, these were a couple of years ago, but the latest stuff that Public Health published, they're still saying it's at least 95% safe. Safer. So, you know,
we're not allowed to say that here.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Like PUBG and another person said, their wallets will be seizing.
Have seizures, yeah.
Have seizures.
Yeah, Rob Clark, if I have 50 milligram or 72 milligram, Nick, I would think I'd have a cough for about a week. Just about good with 20 milligram salt or 12 milligram freebase. Well, exactly. 72 milligram freebase would bloody kill me, probably. It's not advisable to do. Nicotine salt is basically, it's got apparently got the same amount of nicotine in it, obviously, but it's smoother, so you can take it back easier. So it might feel like the equivalent of, like 20 milligram might feel like the equivalent of 8 to 10 or something like that of freebase. Right. But you're actually getting the same amount of nicotine in there, aren't you?
Yeah, I vape at 3 milligram freebase, but I vape at 24 milligram on mouth to lungs.
What, freebase, yeah?
Nic salts.
Oh, Nic salts. I was going to say, I only do 6 mil in my freebase mouth to lung.
Oh.
But I've tried.
Freebase, I only do 3 milligram, but for Nic salts, I do 24.
I found though with the Nic salt, 20 milligram, it doesn't even do it for me. I find that doing the 6 milligram freebase gives me a better hit.
Well, I find that 24, I'm a chain vapor by nature, anyways. So
we can't get 24.
I can chain on the 24, but if I was to go higher than that, like I've got a couple of Nic salt bottles that I have to review that are 50 milligram Nic salts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to do that with those.
No, you're not. You're going to have a couple of toots and that'll be it. You'll be like, whew.
Yep.
But we've got a limit in the EU and the UK. 20 milligrams is the highest you can have, whatever it is. So I like I say, 20's a little bit too weak in my opinion. So the salts are. So I think 24 might actually be what I need to try. Unless you buy it yourself, you can get a dodgy.
Right.
You can get 1,000 milligram Nic salts if you buy it from abroad, I expect. But in the UK and the EU, you're not really supposed to have anything over 20.
Right. No, pity dentists don't read up on vaping. My dentist says it's really bad. Here's probably why they're saying that is because of the PG that's in the e-liquid. It's a natural dehydrant. And when it dries out your mouth, it opens your mouth up to more diseases and to more bacteria collecting in there. So that's probably why your dentist is saying that vaping is bad.
Yeah, my dentist said that as well. He said it still leads to receding gums and all that shit.
Well, that's why, being a dehydrant, I've always done this myself, but I've always kept a bottle of water on hand whenever I'm vaping.
Yeah, you've got to. You just know it, don't you? Especially if you just walking home from work. If I'm just walking half an hour, having a vape.
PG itself can be antibacterial, yes, but it's a dehydrant and it's going to dry your mouth out. the drying of your mouth itself is going to be what causes the more opening to bacteria.
Later, Vape Man. Have a good night.
Yeah, cheers, Vape Man. Thanks for popping in, brother. Take it easy, man. Yeah, PG is a mild antiseptic. They used to spray it in hospitals and that, didn't they?
You're also not spraying it directly into your mouth.
No.
Good point.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Neil. There's no doubt about the fact that your teeth have stayed cleaner.
Yeah, definitely.
Once you get off the cigarettes. There's no doubt about that.
But he did say to me it still causes receding gums, but like I say, I don't think they've got the facts.
Or they just don't care.
Yeah, well, I don't know, because if they don't vape themselves, they're only going to be reading whatever they're reading. And a lot of them obviously aren't reading the
proper
material
stuff,
which you would have thought they would do. You would have thought that the dentists would be reading the Public Health England stuff and the Royal College of Physicians, but
US doesn't care about what the UK says. The US cares about the money that's in their pockets.
yeah, well, PAVG was just said that the Royal College of Physicians were the first people to link smoking to cancer 20 years before anybody made the link. So I trust them more than anyone else. And it's like what Vic always says, that America didn't follow suit for another, God knows how long after that, 20 to 30 years before they admitted that smoking was bad for you, wasn't it?
Yep.
Back in the 50s or whenever our doctors said that it's bad for you, it took America another 20 years before they started admitting it themselves. So you'll probably find the same with vaping. By that time, you don't know what might have happened with it in America.
Yeah. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with PG. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying as a byproduct of vaping PG, it's going to dry out your mouth.
Yeah. As long as you keep drinking water, I think there's no problems, mate, is there?
Right.
That's all it's about, is rehydrating.
It's keeping it moisturized, keeping it not dried out.
Use fluoride mouthwash once a day to alleviate the effects of PG, which can cause enamel problems with teeth and gum conditions.
There you go.
Yeah, well, even using toothpaste has got fluoride in it, so that's going to be good enough, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's PG in toothpaste too. PG is used in a lot of different applications. I even picked up my wife's, like they're almost like baby wipes.
Yeah.
Little package of baby wipes.
It's in there, isn't
I flipped it over to read the ingredients, and it said right there, propylene glycol, and I'm like, wow, they use this in everything.
Yeah. I had mouth ulcers until I switched to 80/20 VG. I get a lot of mouth ulcers, but I always have done since a kid, even before I started smoking. And I do 80 VG as well. But with me, I find with mouth ulcers, it's due to stress and lack of sleep, which give me them, really. So I don't think it's any relation to vaping.
Right.
Our tap water has fluoride in it. Don't know about you guys. Yeah, we got loads of fluoride in our tap water, mate. There's all sorts in there.
I don't think ours does.
I think there is.
I think it does.
That's what they put it in there to stop all the other nasties, didn't they?
No, I never tried to vape a baby wipe, Stuart. I would never do that. The only thing I put in my vapes are e-liquid or Nick salts. That's it.
There's also Coolada in toothpaste. Neil's put there.
Yep, asthma inhalers are also PG based. Like I said, PG is used in a variety.
Fog machines.
Antifreeze.
Yep.
That makes you think a little bit dodgily there, doesn't it?
Yep. Everywhere, which is why I'm still saying that there's no way DIY is going to be the future. That's going to be the cement for people to vape. Here in the US, that's where it's getting to, because they can't prohibit the sale and use of VG, PG, or these flavor concentrates. They're all USP food grade products, and they're used in a variety of different applications. They will never be able to stop us from getting them. So that will always be an option.
Yeah, Mr. Hart 2K, that's what I was saying earlier. He used to pump it in through the hospitals in the vents and that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a natural, well, I don't know if it's natural, antiseptic.
Yeah, synthetic marijuana, John, they've been trying to kill that for a while.
Yeah. like the K2 and shit like that. It even says on the packaging not to be ingested or inhaled. It's sold as an incense.
Ian Morgan,
Billy man, what's going on?
you need the cod the mic. What does that mean, Ian? Eh?
Cibita. He was talking about Cibita.
Oh, right, Cibita. What's that for? Mouth ulcers? Or stress and that? No, it's all right. It's getting to the cause of the stress is the issue. The main thing. All these drugs and whatever else are all very well, but if you've still got the problem going on, it doesn't help.
What about limiting nicotine availability in the U.S.? That I'm not positive of. I don't think they're going to regulate online sales internationally. I think that here in the U.S. we won't be able to sell it like within B&M shops, or even online shops here in the U.S. won't be able to sell nicotine. That they can regulate that. They can't regulate an international company outside of the U.S. selling that to a U.S. citizen and having it imported. I don't think they can do that.
Yeah, they might have customs checks though, like we do over here.
They could do.
That's the trouble, because I've had a few things. I had one the other day. I had to pay a customs charge. It still got to me, but I had to pay it, and it was for something that Vaporessa had sent over to me. I forgot
Goober,
about that,
have you
actually.
ever had that happen?
Huh?
Have you ever had a notice from the customs agency saying that you had a package there that you needed to pay for?
Not yet.
No? I'm wondering if we do that too, to be honest, because I've been waiting on these packages for 2 packages. One I've been waiting for almost a month now. The other one's been about 3 weeks, and I've heard nothing from anyone, and I've seen nothing.
Truth is, does anyone really know if vaping is 100% safe? No, it's not 100% safe. We've already said that, but the Royal College of Physicians have said it's 95% at least safe, safer than tobacco. But it's not going to be 100% safe. Advice is to not do anything, but if you're going to do anything, do vaping rather than smoking if you can't give it all up. Nick's Australia have got all sorts going on down there, especially New South Wales, I believe, where Bogan lives. Don't know, you probably know more of it than me, Lethal, because you're into your advocacy and stuff. But I do remember watching a vlog with Bogan a few months ago, and it seems like it was going to be coming in a few months anyway, that they were basically banning everything, I think. Like you wouldn't be able to sell it in shops and even importing it, I think. Did you see that?
I know there was a point in time I was looking into the Australian regulation, and I know that there was a bill being passed that was going to really hurt their industry all across the board, and more specifically B&M shops, where they couldn't even have their product out on shelves. They had to hide it, so nobody could even see it.
Yeah, that's right. You couldn't advertise it at all, could you? They're selling it. But yeah, it's not good over there at all. They're another government who've got it all wrong, basically. It's just idiotic. But they still allow you to smoke, though, don't they? And charge you $20 a packet for it instead. Get loads of tax for it.
Yep.
Unless you live in the middle of nowhere, just breathing city air is not good for your lungs.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yes. If you ride a bike or walk down the road, you're going to get a lot of that if you're in a city. Even where I live. Yeah. You're probably taking your vape is better for you than breathing the fresh air.
Probably. I live close to the industrial area, so a lot of diesels and everything.
Noob. Nicotine stops me seizing people by the throat.
Well, they're super late tonight, aren't they? Where's Beezy? He said 10 o'clock to me.
Yeah.
But you did need to go around the in-laws.
Yeah, you're right, Biscuit Vapes. There have been, I do want to mention that there have been studies done that kind of encompassed being in analyzing a room that was full of smokers as opposed to that of a room full of vapors. And the air quality in the room full of vapors was no more harmful than walking out your front door and breathing the air.
Oh yeah. Oxygen causes breakdown of cells, and it does. Unfortunately, we need it to live, but the paradox of that, it's actually killing you every time you're breathing in oxygen. Because I've watched a few of my science programs on that, because obviously it does exactly what he's saying.
I need to watch that new video or movie that's coming out there. What's it called? What You Didn't Know About Nicotine, or What You Don't Know About Nicotine, or something like that. Have you heard about that one coming out?
I've heard about it.
Yeah, but it's not actually that bad for you, nicotine, though, is it? Apart from being addictive. No.
And that's what the movie's about. It's a It's
actually got positive attributes, like for memory function or something. Have a good dose of nicotine if you've got an exam to come up or something like that.
Right.
Apparently, it's good for your memory and for your reaction time and stuff like that.
You say that now people are going to go out wanting to get A+ and fucking start chugging bottles of nicotine.
Yeah, all the students with their jewels in the exam. Yeah, MF Vape said that it would help my memory.
Biscuit Vapes kind of has a point. Nicotine's just as harmful as caffeine.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's no different from coffee. Yeah, it's same. A Billion Lives.
Oops.
It's the same guy that did A Billion Lives did another movie. He's doing another one. It's the same guy.
Oh, I haven't seen that. What's the Billion Lives then?
Oh.
Is that all on vaping or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I see some, I see that on VapeTube, don't I? Whenever I go on there, it says A Billion Lives on one of the first things you see on it. But I haven't actually watched it.
It is a 2016 documentary film directed and narrated by Aaron Biebert. He's the guy that's doing the new one. Film stars, blah, blah, blah. 1 sec.
Wait, Chris Dawn, how you doing, mate?
The UN, the World Health Organization, projects that 1 billion people will die prematurely from smoking this century. In the next 20 years, there will be nearly 1.6 billion smokers around the world. 1 billion lives takes a critical look at the history of smoking and the corruption that has led to the current situation where safer, healthier alternatives are banned or heavily restricted in most countries, while the cigarette trade is continually protected.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's just saying what we all know then. Well, we know, but not everyone does, and they maybe should watch that film.
Exactly.
AVC there, he's got a good point. I can go the whole day on 0 milligrams vaping. Now, no coffee for a few hours, and I'm climbing the walls and have a massive headache. Yeah, well, I was saying that I can't go a whole day without vaping. I must admit, I get a bit irritable after a couple of hours. When I'm at work, I have to go outside and have one after a couple of hours.
Oh, Chris Doyle just joined us. He's just back from the pub. What are you now, pissed and ready to watch the show?
Yeah, he's up visiting his dad today, I think. And
oh yeah, that's right too.
Up
yeah, it's tobacco.
How's that vaping noob
dealer? Mark, Mr. Hartsuke, my mother died from smoking 3 years ago. She would have been 80 today. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Bro.
More motivation to keep vaping, brother. Spread the word.
My mum always says to me, though, why don't you give up vaping as well, though? Which is probably what a lot of other people might say. Because there's a lot of us who have been vaping for a good 5-7 years, more longer than that even. And it is a fair point, but
yeah,
it's the thing is with me, I don't know about you, like, I've got a bit of an addictive personality. I was smoking, doing all sorts of things I shouldn't have been doing up until the age of near enough 40. And I've basically don't do any of that now. I have the occasional drink on a Saturday night and I vape, and that is my vice. And I choose to do it and I enjoy it. And I don't get ill very often. Touch wood, from vaping, whereas when I used to smoke, I used to be ill every month, every 2 or 3 months. So I could have a cough or a cold. Do you see what I mean, Lethal? So as a human guinea pig, I would say that I feel so much better from vaping rather than smoking, and I'm quite happy. Yes, it's a vice, it's not ideal, but fuck it. you know.
This is going to sound like kind of like maybe a fueled comment. Some people may lash out at this one a little bit because of the situation here in the U.S. But the other thing to think about too, in contrast to smoking, with vaping, when you smoke, you've got nothing to show for the money that you're dumping into it. With vaping, look at all the cool things you get.
Shiny.
You know, look at all the neat.
Sorry,
things.
Mr. Hart 2K was just asking what I was on. Premium Swedish cider, mate, strawberry and lime. It's going quite nicely with my blackcurrant raspberry and lime juice that I've got.
Cheers, Neil. The new one is You Don't Know Nicotine. Same director, Aaron Biebert. Actually, who had him on? Suck My Mod. Suck My Mod had him on Alive. Yeah.
Yeah, Shane Davies, Australia. We have to buy Nick from outside the country, New Zealand, UK or US. But you're still allowed to import it, though, which is good. It's when they stop
over the leg.
being able to do that.
Crystal, they're supposed to be coming on, but who knows if they'll actually show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Sean said he had to go and see the mother-in-laws. He told me earlier it should be around 10 p.m. our time. Mark's gone out with Becca, but he should be back. I thought that was 10 o'clock as well. You told me, Lethal, but it's not, is it? But,
no, it's not.
Oh,
no.
Well,
definitely, vaping does not save you money when you have an addiction.
It doesn't save you money, but money's money, isn't it, at the end of the day? Your health's much more important.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it is nice to have things to show, and you can take out a different mod with you each day. Like, I got a nice blue one today. Mix
it up.
That's the great thing with being a reviewer. And a lot of it's stuff I've bought. I've bought most of these. I love my Lyra. £30, £26 I pay for that. And it's awesome. Do you know what I mean? It's just nice to pick and choose, isn't it? You haven't got the same brand of tobacco or something. You just, mix it up, put different juice in if you fancy it, mix something else up, get a new recipe. The choices are limitless with vaping, so it makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Benson's asking where we could watch it at.
What's that, man?
The movie.
I don't know if is it released in the big screen or can you actually get it on small screen now?
Thank you very much, Neil. Big love, buddy.
Yeah, cheers, Neil.
Thanks, Neil.
I think Fagan's bulk RTA looks good. Wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I want that one as well, Dusty. Unfortunately, Umie isn't a company that give me anything, so I have to wait until I see it in a shop. Because I bought the Wasp Nano RTA, which was pretty good, but I do like the look of that bulk. It looks a bit better build quality to me. And it's also dual core, so I do tend to like my dual cores these days because I get a better hit out of it.
I don't know. I mainly do dual, but I like a single coil.
Yeah, I like a single coil during the day, but in the evenings I go onto my duals. Come Monday, mate, you might see something else that's better. No doubt, mate. That's the beauty of it. It's not great if you keep spending all your money on it and you can't afford it, but if you can, there's nothing wrong with it, is there? A little toy, new toy to play with.
Got some geese flying around.
It has a metal top cap. Yeah, exactly, J Money. That's what I didn't like about that Wasp Nano. It vapes well enough. I just don't. It's not my favourite one to look at or to use because the airflow control is a little bit too stiff as well. I had to take it off the mod, and it's got plastic going onto metal on the top. But it is only £18, so horses for courses, isn't it?
No.
Good point.
Well, that's it,
Yeah.
Mr. R2K. It's been better than spending a fortune on the Stinkies, and you've got something to show for it.
Josh, I haven't actually watched it. I saw that on my feed last night. I do need to watch that. But to be honest, as a reviewer, I don't tend to watch things until I've got them because I don't like being preempted on what I should be thinking. So I am planning on getting that one. I'll probably have to buy it, but
Don't take this to offense, but you're kind of like Jay Hay in the way that you're kind of an out of the box reviewer. Would you say?
no. Well, I'd fucking test it first, don't I?
Well, yeah, no, yeah, you test it first, but you don't watch other reviews on a product until you've used it yourself and done your bit.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of reviewers don't, to be honest. Sometimes I might watch an introductory one. I think I did watch the Rebirth, but I haven't actually bought that. The RDA version. The Tank's another one I want. The Rebirth RTA. But
Saint is in.
I watched Dwayne's on the Rage.
I tend to. I don't watch them first though. I just think it's good to try and work it out yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, but sometimes you might think, I wish I had watched it because I made myself look a right ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like probably the Profile RTA, something like that. It's probably a good idea to watch how Mark TVC does it. But I just worked it out myself, and I got it to wick both times that I tried it. The first wick lasted me 10 days, so can't grumble with that. Yeah, that Rebirth RTA does look good. So does the Bulk, though. I quite like the look of that as well. And I do like Fagan. He's a bloody good reviewer. He's one of the first ones I started watching. He's really good at explaining things, especially his like how to build like a coil type thing. He speaks to you like as a beginner as well. He's not a total arsehole like some people are.
Jonathan, it is not for everybody. For me personally, I absolutely love it. I don't use round wire coils in my profile at all. I use it almost every day. But it's not for everyone. I'm not going to say that it is.
100% renewable. What's that then? Renewable what?
Resources? Maybe?
Oh, right.
Oh no.
Well, maybe they use recycled metal.
Wait. Jonathan Redmond, there are ways around that by studying migration patterns, avoiding populated areas, and using it as an add-on to thermal and solar power. Vaping Irish, we're so not even close to that stage, though. And then, no, we aren't close to the stage of being 100% renewable, but we should be working towards that. There we go. There we are.
We should, but we're not.
Absolutely.
I admired your review of the Mesh Unity. I would totally not have the patience like you to build and build again. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but I knew it was going to be. As soon as I did, I thought this amount of cotton, you're going to have to do something with it, otherwise it's not going to wick. Because if you're used to RTAs, which I have been, that's the first things I started out on after my Stockwell tanks. I didn't do RDAs, I did them afterwards. So I had to learn how to wick before I went on to RDAs. So I just looked at that and I thought, I saw the little diagram. They said you have to snip it like that, didn't they? I can't get my hands right.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I thought I'm going to have to rate this fuck and trim it up because when you put it in the actual cotton wells, I knew that you're going to need to leave room underneath for that liquid to get under there. And you've always got to rake your cotton out to make to brush it to make it makes it wick up better, the capillary reaction. So I had no issues. It might look to a bag of shite to my review, the build I did on there, but it worked perfectly well. Oh, renewable energies, fair enough. But cheers, Mr. Fucking, I can never say that. Mr. Har2K. Can I just call you 2K or something? Yeah, Pav G. Fagan's generally top bloke.
No, my
mic
is not broke.
He's just quiet because he doesn't want to put you guys to sleep yet. He'll start talking towards the end of the show.
I have been talking this whole show.
I know you have.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot better this week, Goose.
Give me 2 minutes. 2 seconds. I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, we are going on till 12 tonight. So even if TVP turns up at 5 to 12, that's my curfew. So... Yeah, the M25 Fatality does look good. I think that's actually a dual cord as well, isn't it? That one's Saint. It's just a smaller version of my big boy one here. So, Yeah, I would like to get it, but it's still a bit pricey in my opinion. 55, 60 quid or £65 something. It's a little bit pricey for me, so I might wait to get to the older styly one off of from China. I don't think you should have to pay that sort of money on a vape tank myself.
You guys love me so much. No, I am pretty chilled, guys. I don't like interrupting people.
Right, Andy is Mr. H2K Goobs, all right? So we can call him Andy. He'll edit it later. It's a YouTube.
Is that better, Nita?
YouTube suggested, Nate.
Sorry, I've been sitting in this chair since almost 4 hours now.
Oh yeah, you did your show before, Goobs, didn't you? You've had a bit of a marathon.
Yeah.
I think Goober has put himself to sleep, all right, Have?
No, not yet. That's why I had the energy drink, so I don't put myself to sleep.
It's only, what is it over there, 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
4.
4. Right.
I've only been up 5 hours, so I mean, I'm not really that tired.
Yeah, that's weird for you, isn't it? It's like 11 o'clock over there. God, I remember those shows.
I was playing Star Trek Online till 4 a.m., so...
Yeah, I know.
I almost overslept.
Remember some of my old shows, Goob? Well, you've done a marathon one before as well, haven't you?
7 hours, yeah.
Yeah, I did about 5 hours 54 on my own, and it's quite some.
People watch me that long.
When you're on your own, it's hard work as well. You do feel it, don't you? The next day.
Yeah, that's why I like sleeping in on the weekends, but at the same time, like Friday, I meant to get up and do some videos, and I didn't wake up till 11:30, so I overslept.
Yeah, because you've got these shows to do, like this one. That means your afternoon's shagged, didn't it? Whereas me, I did my recording at about this afternoon between 1 and 5. But because you're on here and you had your show, they're both in the afternoon, aren't they? Do you do that?
Yeah.
Do you do that because of the UK audience? Your show? Do you do it early because of that? Yeah.
Considering a bulk of it's UK.
Yeah. Do you have more UK interaction than American then?
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, that's good, isn't it?
No, I love you guys. You guys have been awesome for my channel. And Jonathan, I haven't really put too much into it. When I had money a long, long time ago, I did buy the Lifetime. But other than that, I haven't really paid into STO that much.
Dusty, looking forward to seeing more clone reviews via VapeTube. Yep. Fatality and the Juggernaut dual core. I have got the single core one as well, but I don't particularly like it, and I haven't had time to do that one. But for the time being, we've got the Fatality and JK, you can call it, or Juggernaut. And that will be up maybe next week, might be the week after, because I've got 2 to put up this week, and the Torrent RDA is one that Thunder Creations gave me about 3 weeks ago, so I need to get it up really just because they gave it to me. And I've given it a thorough testing, and it is awesome as well. If you like RDA's single core, do this one at 100 watts lethal for a single coiler. So, because I don't like going that high, but people like Beezy like a nice hot vape, and with this single core, you can give it some, and for me, it gives a nice like dual core vape. Here we go. Really nice flavour as well. But that'll probably be up first. I've got some coils from Org Vape as well, which I've had for about 3 weeks, which I'm probably going to put up this week. So it'll probably be the week after, Dusty, the 2 Clone ones.
John, I probably won't do the Kelpie clone unless it's chill with Vic.
Yeah.
But I will definitely do the Kelpie.
I've actually, Artery said they're sending me over the authentic Kelpie, so I'll do that one. But something like the Kelpie, this is my stance on clones anyway. While we're on to that subject, I wouldn't even dream about buying the Kelpie clone because the authentic is not going to be much more than £25–30 anyway. I wouldn't have thought. It might be a little bit more because it's got a reviewer's name on it. But this one here, the authentic, they're £85, and that's pounds in the UK. That's going to be over $100, I expect, in America for the Fatality. And I got the clone for 25, and that did include about 4 spare glasses and loads of accessories. So $25 in pounds is about 17, 18 pounds. So that's at least 4 times cheaper. So I don't mind spending a few dollars on something like that because the authentic is too pricey in my opinion, whereas the Kelpie is only going to be £25–30. So if it's anything under £30, I'll buy the authentic, and anything that's 50 to like plus, because I bought the Glas V2, that was out of my own money, and that was at 20% off because it was an introductory offer. So I think it was £38 I paid, but that's a bit pricey for me. But I thought I would, but you know what I mean. I think it's good. I think clones are good, but when they're not particularly that expensive anyway, I'd rather get the authentic because, you know, that's just the way I feel about it. I know there are people out there that can't even afford £30, so I'm not saying that that's wrong, but for me, that's how I see it. I like getting my clones for stuff that costs a lot of money, like the Skyfall, for example, £200, I believe, in the UK price, and I got the SXK one for about $10 from 3F Vape, and it vapes exactly the same. So there you go. I don't know what your thoughts, your two on clones and whether you should or shouldn't. Yeah, especially with mechs.
I was thinking to do one on the Recoil Rebel.
We can't hear Chris.
I wanted to run it by Dwayne first.
Recoil Rebel. Yeah, well. Chris, we can't hear you.
Sorry, my bad.
No, right.
I wouldn't run it past the designer at all, ever. That's just asking for trouble. I would just rather not do it. I would rather not do it. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. You vape on what you can afford, you know. I'm not against clones. When it comes to reviewing clones, I have a little bit more of I'm a little bit more cautious now, especially now. But
cheers, Dusty.
You know, there's always a place for clones. It's just budget-wise to me. And it depends on where you get them from too. Some companies make fantastic clones. Others make absolute shit.
Yeah, especially unbranded ones.
Yeah, you got to be careful about where you get them from. But clones can be just as safe, if not even better sometimes, than the authentics.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because some of your tubes you do, because at the end of the day, how can you really get that wrong? Anyway.
Right.
I know the metals, there people argue they're lower grade metals and all the rest of it, and maybe the switches have got dodgy materials which aren't like peak or whatever else they're using,
like the insulators or
yeah. I'm to be honest, with mechanical devices, I got stung with that Squonk device I got. You remember the DS DripTech DS?
Yes.
Thing I was talking about, but the fire button pinged off and the fucking tank started to auto-fire and stuck on, and I literally shit myself, and it sort of, I started thinking, I just didn't know what to do, and it's so hard to get the batteries out because you need a screwdriver.
Oh, fuck.
And obviously the instinct told me, just get the tank off, and it breaks the connection, doesn't it? So I took the bonzer off, and then I was fine because the connection was broken, but yeah, that put me off buying clone mods, unfortunately.
Shane Davies, I'm not personally one of those guys that goes for high-end stuff, so for me it would be a toss-up between two. If I could have any piece of hardware given to me right now, it would be one of two: either a Hexome V3 or a Dovpo topside dual. Those are my two.
What about you, Goob? Have you got any thoughts on that?
Do I have one that I would want? I wouldn't mind trying the topside dual.
I used to have two. Sorry, Leaf, I gave it away to a charity auction, didn't I?
Which one?
The topside dual. I gave it.
Did you?
Yeah, you remember on Vaping McKen show? I put it up for auction because I had two.
Right.
And someone
That's right.
paid $100 or something, so I thought it was going to a decent charity, so it went to them. But yeah, it is a cracking squonk device. So I think the Yeehee one's coming out. I'm sure Brian said it would be April. You know, the Yeehee chip version.
Yep.
So
Yep,
that would be one I would like, because I can bet you bottom dollar I ain't going to be given one of those, because that's probably going to be 150, 200 pounds. I would have thought. But Minikin V3 MF Vape. Oh right, yeah, the fucking, is that Asmodeus? I must admit, yeah, there's a lot of things I would like that I'm not going to be buying or whatever, but I do like my Asmodeus. I got the Colossal and I got that EOS 2, that Stabwood thing. But that Kodama that Jordan's got is absolutely awesome, innit? TVP's got one as well. Minikin V2, I think they are. But yeah, I wouldn't mind one of those. What are they saying in here then?
Will the Yeezy version look the same, or will it have
Different
an alternate
chipset. That's all. Same look to it. It'll still be the same topside dual, just it'll have a different chipset.
Yeah, but is it going to be? Who's it made by though?
It'll still be Dovpo.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. I just think it's a bit.
Different chips.
It'd be awesome if they did send one over, but I can't see it. That's going to be a lot of money. They're only going to give those out to people who've got 50,000 subscribers, I expect.
No, probably not. I may as well just save my pennies and get the Yeehee version.
I don't know how much are they retailing now. The normal version.
Still, they're about $110 in a B&M.
Are they? Bloody
Yeah.
hell.
Online, I think they're what, $89.90.
Bastard.
How much did I?
I'll probably buy mine online though. That being said,
I think I bought the single one, and that was £70. So what's that in dollars? 90 something like that.
Yeah,
around
95?
90.
Yeah, and but luckily Watofo gave me the dual one when I saw them at Expo, I think, because they saw my review on the single and they quite liked it. They gave me a dual, so I was like, thank you very much. So that's the good thing about reviewing Lethal. When you start doing reviews, when you've paid for them yourself or you've got them from wherever, companies will watch your video and then they'll start taking notice, and that's when they might start contacting you. So any other reviewers, prospective reviewers in chat, it might take a bit of money first, but you know, in time you start getting them contacting you, which is really
And
nice.
the other good way to get that as well is what I just learned is to go to conventions. Go to conventions.
Yeah.
Go to like I went to NVE. I wasn't expecting anything out of it aside from meeting up with people and whatnot, but it put me in touch with a company that sent me juice for review.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
know.
saying. Like the Expo is a convention, isn't it? Our one over here.
Yep.
And that's what I did. I just went up to the Dovpo people. I think they knew me anyway because I reviewed the Basium and I was speaking to them. Because you remember when that came out, the Vaping Biker released it. And Biker was there at the Dovpo booth. And I was talking with them, started speaking with this sales bloke. And he took my card, I think. And he was really interested. He said, "Do you do reviews?" I said, "Yeah, here's my channel." Just showed him it on my phone. And yeah, it definitely is good to talk with vendors and that at conventions. Definitely lethal.
Yep. Yep.
If I could get something that 99% of people can't, it would be something I can't get hold of, like the authentic Narmods, Atties, Nada, Nata, etc., etc. MF Vape. Fair enough, Andy. I've never tried the any of those, to be honest. Those Natas. I think it was the name that put me off. Never bought one. But yeah, it would be nice to have something that's pretty unique.
Yeah.
Mr. Andy Summerfield, he likes his... Whenever you see him, he's always got a mod that no one else has got. He loves it.
I like what... have you seen Project Iona?
No.
Oh, it's a mech mod. And it's absolutely beautiful. But they came out with this mythology line. They're all one-offs. And they all have a different name to them.
Really? So every one is totally unique?
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
I bet they're pricey, though, are they?
Probably, yeah. I do believe that they are. Let me see here. Project Iona.
Diona, is it? Yeah.
Iona.
No.
Oh, Iona.
Yep. And
good
they
night.
are.
Cheers, Noel. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Yeah, the Minikin V3 won't be cheap. It'll be probably £100 at least, I would have thought.
Mythology edition. £200.
That's what, probably around 250, almost 3 for us.
Probably about 260, yeah, I'd say around there. 250, 260 area.
Yeah, Rev, for the Minikin V3 still dual 18650s, unfortunately. I have 3 Minikin V2s and rate them highly, so no need to get another dual 18650. I haven't got one V2, but I do love the look of them. I particularly like the ancient relic stainless steel one, but I never got round to buying one. But I hear what you're saying, but the thing is, when you start putting dual 21700s in, they get heavier, the mods do, because those batteries are a load heavier, especially when you've got 2 or 3 of them. So I just like the form factor of dual 18650s. I think it's just about right. And if you get a decent, some Samsung 30Qs or something like that in there, and you're only vaping 60 watts, you're getting really good battery life.
Right.
But yes, it would be nice to get a couple of 4,000 milliamp hour 21700s. You're going to get awesome battery life.
Jordan, yes, I am still going to save to try to go to ECC in November. It's just dog needs to have a surgery, so the initial money I was going to save has to go to that. Fagan, what's going on?
What's up, Mr. Fagan?
What's going on, Fagan?
Jordan just said mine's a Lustro, not the Minikin V2. Oh, yeah, my bad, mate. I haven't got the Lustro either. But I think Postman is a Minikin V2, isn't it? Is Kodama one lethal?
I think so.
Yeah.
His is the Lustro, yeah. Yeah, his is the Lustro.
What, they both are? Lustros.
His Stabwood one is, I do believe.
Yeah. I think Vic's got the V2, Minikin V2 one, though. Well, because he got like the set, didn't he?
Yeah.
But those Kodamas just look pretty awesome.
Yeah. They really do. I would pay in my B&M about $350 for it.
Yeah, it's even over here you're talking £250, I think.
What's up, ST Vapes?
It's a lot of money. But I like Jordan the way he likes to post his pictures on Instagram and that, though, because it does look awesome, doesn't it? What's up then, Mark, Mr. Vaping Fagan? Nice for you to tune in, brother.
He is a legend, Pav G. He is a legend.
We were speaking about you earlier, Mark. I was just saying...
Talking about the BTFC.
Yeah,
and
and I used to watch your reviews when I first started out watching videos. Picked up a lot of tips from your channel. Interested in that.
That's it, though, isn't it? We tend to pick up a lot of tips from other reviewers, don't we?
Oh, yeah,
as content creators.
Well, yeah,
it gives us inspiration.
Yeah, especially before you start reviewing as well, because you have to start somewhere. I don't know about you, Lethal, but I didn't have a clue. Like back when I first saw an RDA, I was like, because I'm not an electrician or anything like that, I had to do a lot of research on it.
Yeah.
What's the topic tonight? We don't have topics, Mark, just like on your show, mate. We're just winging it, mate. But
Yeah, even on mine, I just kind of wing it. I don't really have a specific topic.
TVP and Sean were supposed to be in here as well. They're not quite back yet. ST Vapes is in the house as well. What's up, mate? But yeah, I used to watch lots of reviewers. I used to read lots of articles on battery safety and all that stuff first before I started even thinking about doing a review. Because you do need to have a little bit of knowledge before you start putting out a review. You can't just wing it. You need to know, especially if you're doing a build tutorial, you need to like, show people the safety measures and all that sort of stuff. What sort of batteries to use. Your amp limits, all of that.
Yeah.
Don't use torn battery wraps. It's all stuff that you might not think about though if you're just someone who's a regular guy off the street.
Yeah, definitely battery safety is one of the most important things. I even said that in my show earlier.
Especially if you're using a mech device, a hybrid. Big style.
Chris, I think, stepped away for a minute.
Oh, there you go. I thought you were starstruck for a minute then, Chris.
No. The wife had to change her shirt.
Oh, right. You should have left that on then. Only joking.
Topic?
Yeah.
Flat caps or snapbacks?
Yeah.
Flat caps or snapbacks?
Snapbacks.
Snapback?
Mark said he would like to know himself. Not quite sure what he was talking about there, but
Might be what Walker said.
It could be either what Josh Warner said, why did Og Vape go quiet after the BTFC, or it could be need a newbie, where did Chris go?
Oh, yeah, there's all these questions.
It could be either or. Flat cap, says Monk Speed.
Here's Flat Cap, talking to the devil.
I like flat caps. I don't know where mine is at the moment.
I don't wear any caps. They just look a bit stupid on me because I'm old, you see. I'm like 45 years old. So you start looking a bit too old to wear things like that, don't you? You two aren't even 40, are you? How old are you, Lethal? 32?
Oh, Jesus. I'll be 38 in July.
38? Bloody hell.
I'll be 40 next year.
Yeah, I think that flat cap looks better, actually. Is that a flat or is that a semi-flat cap?
Semi-flat?
Vamos.
Maybe.
What's going on?
Right, Irish. Yeah, how many years of your life did you spend just throwing any old AA battery into a device? New vapors entering vaping with that mentality if the vape shop doesn't educate them. We have to. Definitely, mate. Any advice I would give to any newbie watching anything, you really do. If you're using external battery mods, you do need to do your research. Not everyone thinks like that, though, do you? I was really apprehensive when I first got into it. I was thinking you've got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have another explosion on your hands and be in the papers, and it gives vaping a bad name. So it's up to the individual to make sure you know what you're doing.
Like, say if I, had my batteries in my pocket and they blow up because of my stupidity, I'll flat out say it was my stupidity.
Yeah, you never in these reports though, because someone at work told me the other day, I hear another battery device explode in someone's pocket, and I said, was it external batteries? And she goes, yeah, I think so. They had coins in their pocket, and I was going, well, there you go then. That's the fundamental thing you don't do. You put them in a protective case if you're transporting them. But they never put. They never put that though on the bloody article, do they? Carry on, Chris.
Question for Fagan. Sheepskin or latex, brother?
What are you talking about? Condoms?
I didn't want to say the word.
One of the advantages of MSM scare stories and false flags is that they're extremely cautious. Their lies cease me to study the subject of batteries, builds,
Raw
and
dog. Even in Vamos,
But that's the good thing, though, watching reviewers and watching other content creators in regards to vaping. We pretty much hear that a lot. Don't carry batteries around in your pockets. Don't carry them in your purse with loose change or other bits of metal that can touch. You know,
yeah,
we
but
know
before you got into vaping, though, you weren't using these really high voltage batteries like double A's or triple A's. Are only like 1.5 volts, aren't they? So you didn't used to have to worry about it. And I bet everyone here would admit putting a couple of those batteries in your pockets before you started getting into vaping. I bet you didn't even think about it. Do you know what I mean?
I did. Like, I didn't trust anything, not knowing anything. I was very cautious about what I was doing. I asked a lot of questions.
Yeah, but before, I mean, like, 10, 20 years ago, I bet when you had a couple of little AAA batteries, from a TV remote, you might put them in your pocket or something, not even thinking about it, because it's, they're like a third of the voltage for a start as well.
Yep.
good point.
But it's only since I got into vaping, I started seriously realising how dangerous they can be if you get a hard short.
Fagan says raw dog.
What were you talking about there, mate? Latex or bloody sheepskin?
Yeah, you were right. You had it spot on. It was definitely about condoms.
Did you see his next comment, Chris?
Yeah. If I use a rubber, I might as well fuck a blow up doll. I suppose you're not wrong there, my friend.
My battery mooch comment got deleted. Who deleted that then? I always, on a lot of my videos, I put battery mooch's link in there, and I always say to go and subscribe to him, which is what I'm going to do now. So I don't know who deleted his mooch link there, but feel free to put it in there again. And anyone that hasn't subscribed, go check him out.
Yeah,
if you're not up to speed with your battery safety and using mechanical and regulated mods, he tells you all the sort of differences you need to know. So it's an awesome channel to go and have a look
Sarah.
at. Yeah, it would be hard to make an AA battery go into thermal runaway, but that's what I'm saying though. You wouldn't think about it, would you? So it's only when you get my point was that people who are used to that might start just thinking you can put these larger batteries in your pocket, just like you would a couple of double A's. But you can't. It's a little bit more dangerous, isn't it?
I just threw his Facebook in there.
He has got a YouTube channel as well.
Oh, all right.
That's the one.
I'm subscribed to Mooch.
Every vapor should be subscribed to him. Admittedly, I don't watch all his videos, but I do occasionally, and they're really helpful. What's up, Sarah Collins?
Here it is. I got it.
Oh, I already put it in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nice one, boys.
Not a problem.
Just hook the atomizer directly to the wall socket. It will hit like a train. Oh, yeah, boy. Don't start saying things like that, John.
Yeah, there's probably going to be somebody out there dumb enough to do it.
Yeah, have 240 volts going to a million amps or something. I'm an electrician and I still learn loads from Mooch. Well, there you go. Flat Cap.
He's a genius. He really is.
Some people have said to me on some forums, though, that they said that Mooch he doesn't always explain it that well to the layman. And they recommended listening to Torchy, the battery guy who's in the UK. But I disagree. I think that Mooch is really good at explaining things myself. So, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Who's Beckham?
That's Flat Cap Vapor.
Oh, Beckham. Okay.
He wears a flat cap, doesn't he? Like Beckham does, like you do.
Barry Rose, welcome.
That's my preferred style.
Natural selection, mate. No worries, John. What's up, Barry Rose?
Hey, Missy Adams.
Some say Mooch used to be the Stig.
Welcome.
Vendors selling.
Oop, go ahead.
Vendors selling 18650 rated batteries to 5 amps should be shot. Those type of batteries are for LED torches, not high current devices. Well, yeah,
Correct.
unless you're saying to only use it under 8 watts or something, because you can use mount to lung tanks with a 5 amp battery as long as you've done your Ohm's law and all of that. Do you know what I mean? It's there are some decent 10 amp batteries that Mooch recommends. Like I say, you've just got to know what you're putting on there. Make sure the resistance is high enough to be able to be
And that's the
vaped
trick, though, isn't it, Mike?
safely. Yeah, exactly.
That's the real trick, because a lot of people aren't going to know any different. And
Yeah, they're not, but they should be saying that in the vape shop. They should be saying you have to build above 2 ohms if you're going to be using this under 10 watts or whatever it might be.
yeah.
But they probably don't. You're right. Who else have we got in here then? Martin Water, Missy Adams. What's up, guys?
Monk
Oh,
Speed
that's
said,
right, because Flat Cap was on the other night on the show with UKVS. Yeah, he was on with the UK Vape show, and then Dino did say he looked like a young Beckham.
Yeah.
Monk Speed said Bogan has a good battery safety video as well.
Bogan does, yeah.
Flat Cap, or FYI, my wife wholly disagrees with the whole Beckham thing.
Yeah, I must admit, my wife's a David Beckham fan as well. But I think she did say that he did look a little bit like him. So that must have meant he's quite good looking.
Hey, Lance.
Hey, love.
He's not an ugly man.
Hey, Flat Cap.
Easy on the eye.
Yeah.
What Flat Cap Vapor is, yeah? Yeah, easy on the eye, my missus said. So you've got the nod of approval from my wife, Gaz. Right, mic prices are not that different to VCT5A. So why not buy a decent battery with some spare oomph, even for low wattage?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough,
Seriously.
mate. Yeah, I'm
Got a little bit of wiggle room there, too.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
know, as far as building.
not disputing that. My point was though, you don't need to have a 20 amp battery if you're only vaping at 12 watts and 2 ohms the coil. But you are right, because they might suddenly use the same battery on a 0.1 ohm sub ohm build, and that's when you're going to run into problems. So unless
Right.
you've done your research, it's not a very advisable thing to do, to be selling those sort of batteries, and I agree with you.
Oh, Mr. Hard2K Andy. Love you, buddy. So I don't wish to push it, but at Goober Vapes is a top guy, and he's on 256 subs. Just saying.
It's all smoke and mirrors, Flat Caps then.
Hey, Alan. Welcome back, Vic.
Still with us. Flat Cap is
Hey.
posh.
Don't tell me he's bald under that.
Don't tell me he's bald under that cap, my missus said. That would
Oh,
change things entirely, mate.
Alan Ballantyne, how are you?
Oh, what's up, Alan? Nice to see you, brother. What's Vic saying?
yeah.
Flat cap is posh. He wears that cap to look like a working class man. I think he likes fishing as well.
Hey, nothing wrong with fishing.
I know there ain't, mate. I'm only joking. They like their flat caps, don't they?
I just wear a regular cap when I go fishing.
Yes, you on 256 now, Goob. Does that mean you've had 6 subs tonight then?
I think so.
Well, that's pretty good going,
Let
isn't it?
me double check that.
This is my fishing hat.
257 actually now.
Lance K, how you doing, mate? I might get a flat cap and go for the Peaky Blinders image.
You got to tuck that razor blade up in the brim, though.
Oh, God, who we got now? Bloody... You got some corks hanging off that as well.
I can
The Aussie look.
put version shit on
No
top.
problem, flat cap.
Right.
I need to actually finish watching the UK Vape show. I didn't do that yet.
You can only...
You can only wear flat caps if you come from Northern England and like ferrets down your trousers.
Yeah, I think flat cap's from Milton Keynes, though, so I don't think that's north. It's north of where I live, but
Near where I used to live.
that's in... Is it Hertfordshire?
Yeah, no, it's
Bucks.
Buckinghamshire.
Pull a Steve Irwin on this with this hat. Crikey! You call that a knife? Sorry. Oh,
Yeah, 7 subs, 102 watching. Get subbed to Goober. You never know. They all might be already subbed to him.
They
Yeah.
could be.
Gosh.
Seriously.
Me and Goob have similar subscribers, I believe. But
Good
yeah,
portion of them probably
check out
doing all
these
three
guys.
of
Love. Lethan
Irish,
and
if you do that,
Goobs.
send me one. If you do that, send me one. I want one of those.
Do a Vaping Bogan impression. Lance is saying, Chris. G'day, you bloody dickheads.
Oh, I can't do that. Not because of anything other than the fact that I simply can't do it.
Chris, that hat looks like Tony B when you bringing out a new Pulse.
Oh God. I didn't even think about that, but he's right.
Does he? Well, he does actually, doesn't he?
Thank you, Nita.
There you go.
You-
That was my impression.
Your face is a lot thinner though, so you don't look like him.
No.
Sub to Goober and Flatcap. Thanks,
Pav, G,
Nita.
Pav.
Have you subbed to Lethal as well, Nita?
Ging Gang Gooly Gooly. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to sing it, though, because I don't know it.
Big love to everybody who subs. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna
Dope,
get
Irish.
Most appreciated.
we're gonna get Flatcap on soon as well. He did indicate in chat earlier that he'd be up for that, so hopefully during the week we'll be able to organise a date.
Defo, I'd love to get him on my show, too. Oh,
Everybody's welcome on mine.
yeah, to troll you.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
up for a good laugh.
Right? You're the only one I know that would do a live just to let people in and roast you.
What does that say, Lise? What's in the name? I've went sub to Flatcap. Yeah, we've both been sub to Flatcap for a long time. Like I say, I watched one of
Hey,
his
Mike.
reviews and thought I like what I see. He's got really good camera work. It's better than my camera work, admittedly. But it's good, like what we were saying earlier. You learn a lot off watching different reviewers. Now, I don't watch that many at the moment. I don't have the time, but I watched another one of his last night as well, the old Aurora. You know that Zippo lighter? I'd done it on
Yep.
my channel. I watched his one. Really good review again. So he's got a really good channel there, guys. And not just blowing smoke. But I like to give new reviewers a shout. And he's going to do really well. If he keeps it up, he's going to be on 1,000 subs, 2,000 in no time. And he'll deserve it as well. He puts a lot of effort into his reviews.
Mike's Max is in.
What's up, Mike? How you doing,
We
buddy?
like you, Jordan. Hey, Lisa.
I ain't seen you for a long time, Mike. How's it going, mate?
How's it hanging? Short, shriveled, and always to the left?
Boy,
So,
sunny right now. It's supposed to be raining.
TVP makes this so much more eventful and conflicting.
Who's saying that? And is that just you, or are you reading that?
That
on
was
chat?
just me. That was just me. Just making an observation. Oh,
You can talk more,
Mike.
can't you?
yeah.
He's probably listening to this. He'll be straight in there. When you start talking about people, mate, they come in, don't they?
I know
He's probably ghosting right now.
we mentioned cakes and
Jared.
Jared.
Hey,
the
Mr.
Vaping
Vaping
What's
Go.
going on?
They're all coming in here now. All my homies. Jared's another one, guys. He's an American reviewer, and I really like it. I watched his bloopers
Killer
video.
guy.
If you want to watch a funny bloopers video, watch Jared's. Because even he makes the bloopers video about an hour long. But, do you know what I mean? But they're funny as you like them, man. He's a quality geezer.
He is. He's a good dude. I like Jared. I like you, Jared.
My bloopers video was 1 minute 30.
Oh, I think I put one blooper in one of my reviews, and I haven't done it yet since.
Just got back from my kids' tournament. What's that? Football or something, Jared? Or American football? Or something else?
With basketball, maybe?
Yeah, it could be any sport. Don't know.
To be honest. I'm just your kind of asshole, lol. Yes, you are, Jared. Yes, you are.
Jared.
You're my proper kind of asshole.
Crocodile Dundee, Chris. From Nita. Soccer.
Train
Oh,
Sonic,
right. You're
what's
playing
Sonic?
proper football then. That's what we call it.
I know. We get bagged on for calling it
Soccer Saturday. I missed the Grand National earlier. Do you know about that in America? The horse race?
Oh,
It's the biggest
My
one of
wife
the
would've
year
seen
over here.
my wife would have seen it. She does the horse thing. She actually works at a horse barn.
I put a couple of bets on the other day and then forgot all about it because it was on like at 5:15 or something, or 4:45. I can't quite remember. But I didn't win anyway. But the same horse won again this year, Chris.
Did he?
Yeah, so that is very rare. For the Grand National, this is a massive course with loads of hurdles, so they normally fall
What was
off.
the name?
Yeah, Chris Dawes horse won. Jamie, well, he bet on the favourite. It was only a 4-1.
What was the name of the horse?
Oh, I can't remember. What was it called, Chris? It won last year. Red Rum did that 3 times in a row, I believe, in the 70s. You've probably heard of Red Rum, have you?
Awesome, Jared.
But no one else has done a back-to-back winner of the National. Yeah, first time since Red Rum.
Tiger Roll?
Yeah, Tiger Roll.
I'll have to ask my wife. She probably knows the name.
Bloody unprecedented that is, winning twice on the trot.
She watches all of the UK events too.
A kids' tournament is where they have the annual toddler toss.
Hey, soccer can be a violent sport.
Now I've got images in my head. You know, like they do that.
Toss the caber in Scotland. Yeah.
Well, no, when they do the shot put, how they fucking spin and then they just hurl the freaking. I'm just seeing flying babies all over the place.
Didn't someone nick Red Rum MF Vape? I don't know actually. Do you know that, Lise? Did someone steal Red Rum?
I don't know.
I don't mean Shergar, Lisa said. I don't know. I was only born in the 70s, so I can't remember it.
I remember my granddad betting on Red Rum.
Yeah, but 3 times. Was it 3 times in a row he did it?
Times they won, yeah.
I know he did it 3 times, but that was Shergar. Yeah, it was Shergar, Andy's saying.
Huh.
The
Noob said
IRA
it was
nicked
the IRA.
Shergar. Fuck it hell.
Glue now, isn't it?
Ugh.
One thing with this fatality, it don't half drink the juice.
See, that's the thing that I've got is with the Wasp Nano. I hear a lot of people saying how spitty it is and how people didn't like it, but I absolutely love it, and I don't get much spit from it.
What, the RDA?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. A lot of people say that as well. I just didn't get on with it myself. I tried different amounts of cotton, core position, all that. But do you know what I mean? You get it occasionally, lethal.
Yeah.
Like, people would swear by it, and I said, well, no, it didn't work for me, so I gave it away.
Like if I over drip in it, yeah, it'll spit a little bit, but
Some people
I try
say
not to do that.
some people say they don't like the supersonic, and that's one of my favourite RDAs. And they've said they don't get as good flavour out of it as some of the other single quarters. So it's just what works for you, isn't it?
Yep. And that's the great thing about the market and the industry is that there's something out there for everybody.
I prefer the RTA myself.
Awesome, Jared.
Wasp Nano RTA, but it's still got a few cons. I've been vaping my present build in my Wasp Nano RTA at 70 watts to prove the wicked of it. Laugh at now. Ken told me I was crazy.
Oh man, you'll have to. I've got to watch some reviews on that thing. I don't have one yet, but
I've reviewed it as well. If anyone wants to watch it, Wasp Nano RTA.
I'll watch that as soon as we're done.
It's better than the Bombus anyway.
Because I really like this.
Earlier.
Don't hate the RDTA, but I'm very interested in that RTA.
Yeah, Vic's getting an original fatality next week. We can't all be elitists, Vic. I've just got to settle for the clone one, mate.
Oh,
But we have got the review coming up very shortly, though, for this one, guys.
Rocking the H cigar, Wild
Oh
Wolf, are
yeah,
you?
this gets a lot of action with my larger tanks. This is 29 mil. I measured this fatality. The Glas
Oh,
V2
nice.
was 31, so it overhangs the plate slightly on this. Really annoying while they've made it 31 millimeters.
Yes, Jared, I could imagine that that's a little warm at 70 watts.
But from all accounts, though, I know people that have got the authentic QP one of these and the clone, and they reckon this one's built just as good. I think Mark has, hasn't he, TVP, and he rates the clone just as good. Vic, have you done your Glas V2 RTA yet? And have you tried the fatality? I'm just interested to know your comparisons on it.
Thank you, Chris Doyle, for that link to the Wasp Nano RTA review from MF Vapes.
All right, who's he?
Who's he? Who's that asshole? I never heard of him.
Who's that? What, Chris? Did I hear it? You little bitch ass.
I try.
Yeah, Jared's vape both. What the fatalities identical as far as how they look and vape. It is an awesome vape though. I ain't tried the fatality yet. Glas 2 review goes up next week. Interesting to see what you think of that Glas 2 because I've that's my favourite tank for flavour to date. Just think it's got that little edge of crispness over everything else.
So you guys got any questions for any of us?
Yeah, since it looks like our fellow casters aren't coming on.
Yep.
It's been a good show though, boys. I've enjoyed tonight.
Me too. It's been very relaxed and chilled.
It has been relaxed.
It's been very nice. Just kind of sitting, shooting the shit with the chat.
Martin Walker, Glas V2 ordered and hopefully here for Tuesday. Can't wait. I hope you get on with it, Martin. I've heard mixed reports of other people who've had it, but I do think you need to cut those wicks short. Damn method works for me on that one.
So did you already say what's going up on your channel this week, Mike?
You what, mate? They're suck up MF Vape. What's that mean? Oh, they're suck up. They're suck up. I don't know. I'm reading that wrong. What have I got on the channel this week, Goob? Chris, even. Sorry. Sorry, the cider's kicking in.
Am I putting people to sleep now too?
I think I am. We have got a review next week. I did some recording today. Yeah, Goober, come, you speak. I'm going to go for a wee a minute.
Oh, no problem.
He's going to touch his pee-pee.
I meant to do the goat this week, but I might have to push that off till next week. I'll probably do another juice for this weekend, and then hurry up and get my table work and everything for the goat to go out on Friday.
Nice.
As soon as I can find my tripod. I lost it. I don't know how I lost it. That thing's pretty big.
Saint says he thinks Sean commented on a post that he's still not home yet. That's fine.
It's all good.
We're 15 minutes out from the end of the show anyways. Reverend, big love, buddy. Thank you so much for jumping in with us. It's been great having you in chat, as always.
Just one PP touch hashtag.
Monk, he's shown it a bunch of times. I think I've seen a bunch of his videos where he's had pictures and everything of the Kelpie up on it.
Sir, I have not tried it.
Nope, I have not tried the Enovap. Yes, you did have the 3 amigos tonight. Cannot use dam method. Cotton pulls loose and floods in any RTA.
I haven't had it happen to me, Biscuit. And I use it on the FP.
I was gonna say the same. I was just about to say the same thing.
What was I going to say? I'm going to get done for false advertising tonight because I've got TVP and Sleazy Beezy's name on the description. So
I can pretend to be TVP.
There's all these people tuning in expecting to see them, and they're not here. But they did say they were going to turn
Turbo
up.
Mong.
It is innocent misrepresentation.
Innocent misrepresentation. I have got the messages that say they would be a little bit late. Right, okay, not been pushy, but Goober Vapes, good try. Is at 262 subs. It would be nice to get him to 270.
Word, bro, that's great, man.
Holy shit.
What's that?
262.
Of course, I wash my hands, Pav. We got an ensuite bedroom.
Did everything come out all
Cheeky
right?
sod.
Just say cunt a lot, and they'll think TVP was on. Ah,
Yeah.
Goober. You cunt.
I know I'm a cunt. I'm a big cunt.
No, thank you, Goober. Thank you.
No, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for doing that. Also, there is Lethal Calls here as well. Not sure how many subs you're on, Lethal. How many is it?
At this stage,
Roughly. Or are you midway between the hundreds?
not midway anymore. I am at 404.
Oh, you're over the 400. When did you get that? Tonight?
Yep.
Oh, nice one, buddy. Well done.
Thank you.
You guys are all legends.
Absolutely. And anybody who's in here, which you should be already, subscribe to Mike.
Thank you
Yes,
very
right now.
much.
Subscribe to Mike. Go subscribe.
Crikey, we found a fossil.
I think I've got one sub tonight, so that'll do. Thanks, guys.
How many unsubs? Okay.
Well, to be honest, mate, when you look at my analytics, I get a lot of unsubs as well as proper subs. But as long as the general direction is up, it doesn't really matter, does it?
That's right.
Chris, Lisa's asking why you look like an archaeologist.
I don't know. I don't know. This is my fishing hat. I don't go digging for bones. Just put some clips of Liam Gallagher up in place of TVP. That'll do.
Monk speed in his dreams.
Congrats, Jared.
That's another one that Lisa loves, is in Liam Gallagher.
I'm off to open a pyramid.
Don't mention Elvis either. Or Danny Dyer.
Why not?
Because they're all people that Lisa fancies.
What is it you're vaping on right now there, Goober?
Andy, cheers, buddy. Nice one.
Crown.
Look shite, you cunt.
Jared, I must admit, I've looked at my all-time analytics, and I think I've got about 1,000 unsubs as well. I would be over like 3K if we went on just that.
Indiana, Lethal, Coils, Jones.
All right.
That's not bad.
The flat cap.
He has a
I've got
particular
so many
set of skills,
It's
yeah.
not funny.
Taken.
Show
We
me
all know
if you
MF has a
subscribe.
sniper rifle hidden in
Can I?
the kitchen.
As long as it's not a penis, yeah.
With my titty.
As long as your penis isn't on your chest.
Nope. Now go subscribe, Martin.
Mike's Max, Lethal Coils, Raiders of the Lost Vape Shop.
Chris, it's cunt, not cunt. Say it right.
Cunt. There we go. That I had to correct it.
Jordan, I'm very happy for your 6 subs, mate. Big enough, mate.
Oh man, TVP does look like a shoddy Danny Dyer. In fairness, except Danny Dyer knows how to wick.
Damn.
That's painful.
Maffy, no, I don't have an FB group, but I have got a page that I post a lot of my stuff on, so you can chat on there. I just haven't really got time to look after a group as well at the moment. But I've got a Facebook page. If someone might be able to post it for me, because I'm
tattoo. Someone was asking about my tattoo. Yes, Irish, that is him.
Who's one of my thingies in here? A spanner. Does any spanners know how to paste MF Vape reviews page and put it into the chat? That'd be awesome.
Let's see, pages. No.
Yeah, in fact, I was going to say this the other day, because if everything goes tits up on YouTube, I've got 2,600 odd subscribers, but my page has only got 303 likes, because if you like the page, you'll see everything that I post on it. So I really want to get loads more people liking the Facebook page, just so we can carry it on going if we have to move over to VapeTube, because I've got literally 126 subscribers on VapeTube. But if it all goes over to there, I want everyone else to follow suit, and the same with these guys as well. If everyone can subscribe to our VapeTube channels, it'd be awesome, just in case YouTube decides to pull the plug on vaping. But if you could check out my page as well, I post all my pictures of reviews, stuff like that. If I'm vaping on something during the week that I've just got in, I'll put it on there. And you can still talk on it. It's just like a group, but it's just not a group. Cheers for that, Goober, anyway, bud. Or Chris.
Yeah, Manic beat me to it.
Who did? Manic?
Yeah, Manic Stereo beat me to your...
Thank you, Manic. Cheers for that, bud. MF Vape reviews, just search for that anyway and you'll see it.
Yeah.
Lethal's got his own Facebook group as well. I think I have put some links below this video, in fact. So I've got all of our channels on there. We've also got my merch line. I've got some new designs on there. So we got MM on the back rather than Meltdown Mike. So different fonts. So if anyone was put off by the originals, check them out. We've also got some ones that just say MF Vape on them. I've got one on just on here, wrong side, Egypt. But any proceeds go into supporting this channel. I only make a £2 or £3 on each thing, so it'd be awesome if someone could check it out. I've only sold about 5 items, but there you go. Not expecting to sell loads. Lethal's got his own one there as well.
I thought about doing merch, but I don't think anybody would buy it.
Just a chilling.
Yeah, Chris said he'd be happy to look after my group. Yeah, I know that, Chris. It's just an extra pressure. At the moment, I've got a few personal issues going on. It's not quite the right time for me to put the group up, because they do get a bit out of hand, and you're not going to be there 24/7 to be able to look after it.
That's why for mine, I have a few people looking out from
It's one more project that you got to take under your belt. And I think I jumped into it all way too heavy, way too quickly. I put way too many different platforms out there, and now I have to manage all of them. And
yeah, exactly. And when you're working all day as well, doing a job that you can't always look at your phone at, I get bollocked for doing that. Do you know what I mean? You can't always keep on top of it, and I don't want to end up being elusive in my own group. So at least with a page, if I post something, it's because I've got the time to post it at that particular point. So I'm not always going to be able to interact on there, and I just don't want it to look like I'm an ignorant git. But I have to go to work during the day, stuff like that, and I don't always feel like going on social media when I get home as well. So that's all it is. It's not because I don't want to. I'd love to, but it's just getting the time to be able to manage it.
Right. And that's the thing, yeah. It's finding time. Time management is a bitch.
It is, man. Pav G, cheers, buddy. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
It's difficult for me just to even keep on top of mine, just because I work 2 p.m. to 12:30.
Yeah. During the daytime.
So when I wake up, I gotta try to squeeze in recording, or when I get home.
Yeah, I'm totally with you there, Goob. And then you've got to edit the stuff. That's another. Usually I just do one video at a time during the week editing. So you can spend most of the week just doing 2 or 3 videos. It takes up a lot of your time. let alone going on social media and looking after a group and interacting on there. I just, that's what people quite often message me and like say, do you want to hang out or whatever? And I just don't have the time to do it, man. It's running a household and everything else. I just can't do it during the week. Mm-hmm. It's not that I'm being ignorant or rude or anything like that. I just find it so hard. I'm so busy with everything, with the channel and work in a personal life. It is just a bit of a bitch to be able to fit everything in.
I was going to say that too. Is the other thing that we got to think, people need to think about and remember is that in our outside lives, we deal with, you deal with a lot of the same issues that I deal with, and it's when depression hits, it's very hard to do anything, and so that takes more time away from everything else.
Yeah, if you've got anxiety and all the rest of it, you certainly don't want to be looking after a Facebook group because in your mind you don't want to talk to anybody. I don't know about you, but that's what I'm like sometimes. Because you go a bit insular. I just need my own space sometimes. So just to deal with what you've got, contemplating everything that's going on. But other people deal with it differently. They like to talk everything through. I'm not quite like that. I'm quite a private sort of individual normally. I like to... Well, I don't like to, but I tend to keep myself to myself a lot.
Yeah. See, I'm just the opposite. Normally, I'm open to talking things out, but I have the odd occasion where Goober knows we have a Zoom chat that we're in almost every night. Yeah. And there have been some nights when I'm just in there and I'm like, you know what? I got to go. I just don't even want to talk to people, and it's not because I don't like them. It's because I'm just dealing with something.
Yeah, but that's like me, guys. So if anyone there, like people like Jordan in chat, they quite often message me to see if I'm all right, and I'm not being rude or anything. But the way my head is sometimes, I'm just no good to anybody. So I just tend to keep myself to myself. I like doing this show because this is like my way of like venting off. Well, not really venting, but sort of it's a way of relaxing. Really talking with everyone now, but during the week I'm so busy, either recording, editing, or just gone to work all day and had a bit shitty day or something. Sometimes it's just nice to watch the telly. Yeah, spend a bit of time at least.
Scotsman, he's been ghosting tonight. No worries, buddy.
Scotsman, innit? What's up, buddy?
Yeah, he's been ghosting. Have a good night.
Matthew, this show is great on a Saturday and good of you guys to do it on your weekends. No worries, Matthew. Like I was just saying there, mate, I do enjoy doing it. It's a bit of a wind down for me. It's probably for you two guys as well. It's quite relaxing. It usually is anyway. Sometimes could be a bit of a meltdowns going on, but I've worked out how to use my software now.
You know what, Mike, man, I got to tell you, talking about Meltdown Mike, man, he's not shown his face around lately.
Well, I have been at home, but like I say, mate, it's normally when I don't know how to do something or I'm having trouble with it, with microphones or whatever, not getting the sound. When you get stuff like that happening, and then you're getting like baited in chat as well, it's quite easy to lose the plot a little bit. But now I've worked out how to use it. I know how to use Zoom. I know how to use OBS. I don't know all the functions, but I know how to bloody do it and get it streaming. So that's a weight off my shoulders. When you're first learning to do something, it's quite nerve-wracking. You're live on air, things are going tits up all around you, and then you're looking at chat, which is a bad thing to do when you're having that sort of thing.
You just want to get it sorted as soon as you possibly can.
So it might be amusing to some folk, but I don't like getting like that too often. It's no good for you.
Well, I give you props, man, because he's been gone. Man, the past 3 weeks or so since that last.
Yeah, on here it's been all right. We haven't had any. Sometimes we get it like with each other, don't we? With the things going on, wind ups and whatever. But people in chat sometimes as well. But like I say, I think it's been nicer for me. It's been like this. It's just been more of an enjoyable show.
Lisa's been giving Meltdown Mike some TLC. Or a crack upside the head.
Right. I have missed a few messages there. I think Jordan and Chris said they'd look after my group, and I do appreciate that. I think I've missed where they actually said it. And yeah, give it time, guys. I probably will do. It's just really not the best time for me at the moment. Give it another few weeks. I'll let you know when I feel up to it.
Right. Actually,
No
Monk
worries.
Speed did a stream with the microphone switched off once. I've done that a couple of times where I've started my live and people are like, "We can't hear
Yeah,
you."
I've had it. And you don't realise until about 2 minutes later, do you?
And I'm like, "Oh shit, my mic is muted. Damn it."
Yeah.
Well, let's start this all over
Oh, yeah, I
again.
better re-chat. Chris, we can't hear you. Chris, we can't hear you. No sound. No sound.
Meanwhile, I'm looking right
Yeah.
into the camera and talking
Chris,
away.
you muppet. No sound.
No sound, you can't. Oh man,
Well, like Vic
yeah,
just said, Mike.
I
Yeah.
feel like a proper fuckwit
full
when that.
time and can't even keep it up.
yeah, Vic, I can imagine totally with yours. I don't know how you get so many reviews up on average. I just, even doing it full time, hats
have
off
to do
to
this.
hats off to you to be able to get 5 or 6 reviews up in a week, because it is, especially if you're doing RTAs and RDAs, or especially RTAs, because they take a long time to build on. When you're doing it so close to the camera, it's a lot harder than doing it in real life. So when people say you can't wick in that, you try doing it when you've literally got the camera about that far away from it, and you're trying to do it, you can't even get the bloody screwdriver in there. So I expect we can all wick a lot better, not on the camera, but yeah, hats off to Vic. He really does push some content out, and he's been doing it for about,
Thanks,
how
John.
many years has he been doing it now? Was it 5 years, was it, the other day?
Mhm. That's
I
what
don't know.
I
You
believe.
deserve a medal for that, Vic, to be honest. I've been doing it 18 months and I've already thought about throwing a towel in. But I do enjoy it. You just got to plod on, keep up with it.
I got to do this. Goober, did you just say you can't get it up?
No. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, what's Vic said that? I
don't
plus
think I said that.
my Canon camera into a 22-inch monitor in accordance. And yeah, I've got my laptop of it, but it's only a 15-incher. But I do look at that when I'm doing wicking and that, because it is obviously a lot bigger than what you're looking at when you're looking at from here. Because you've obviously got the microphone in the way and everything as well. It's really hard to get everything, properly set up. But definitely a big monitor is what you need.
That's what I've got. I use my C920 for my top downs too, and I just have it connected to the PC, looking at everything on the screen,
Yeah, see, that's
and
a-
just handle everything underneath. You know,
That's what I need as well. And I use a laptop though. I haven't got a hard, what do you call them, desktop, because I haven't got a desk. I haven't got much room in this flat. So a laptop is where I do it, like either in the kitchen or I put it on a little coffee table in the bedroom and set everything up. So yeah, I have got a
Oh,
big
shit.
telly though that I could plug it into. 50
John
inches.
Christian Lean 20, whatever that is, beer fund for Expo.
Thank you very much, John. That is much
Thanks, John.
appreciated. Unfortunately, Leaford and Goober aren't going to be here, but we'll have to
Josh, I
sort
think
something
that's
out.
tomorrow, buddy. I think you're thinking today's Sunday.
They're trying to tease Vic.
Vic is a Highlander. Whenever he feels tired or worn out, he just beheads one of his enemies and absorbs their energy. Flat cap. Copy from my dashboard. Videos 1977. What's that then?
That's the year he was born.
Oh, what, 1.9k videos? Yeah. It is 1977 as well, isn't it?
I don't know.
No,
It
it's
could
not. How old are you, Vic? You're 42 or 43, I think. I'm older. I'm 45 in May, so I'm 2 or 3 years older, I believe.
Oh, it is Sunday in the UK now. That's
Yeah,
right.
Just
I forgot.
about, yeah. It's a Sunday.
That's why they're giving him shit. That's
Yes, it
that's right.
fucking is.
yes, it fucking is.
1976. Yeah, I'm 74.
I was so close.
Damn, Vic was born 4 years.
Oh,
before
damn,
me.
Irish. That was harsh.
I'm fucking
That would be
older.
1477.
I'm older than Vic, man. I'm probably one of the oldest reviewers. That is not a good mantle to have, is it?
You're not old. You guys are seasoned.
Well seasoned.
To be honest, though, like you expect reviewers to be a little bit older because we've been smoking for years and years. So it's funny when you do see these
True.
younger reviewers. I'm like, how long did you actually smoke for?
Not all
It's
vintage.
it's good that they got off the fag so early, I suppose. But when you look at the analytics of the people watching my videos, I think 25 to 34 is the top age rank of people who watch the videos. My sort of age bracket isn't quite as high, and I thought it might have been a bit higher, but it seems like a lot of younger people they're interested in vaping on mine. I don't know if you've looked at your analytics at all, guys,
A little bit.
but you can see it. I'll try and get them up now.
What's the value we're looking for?
If you look at the age range of the people who watch your videos, I don't know where you see it. Discovery or audience, I think it is. What? I've got fucking 13 to 17-year-olds on here. How the hell are they watching it? 2.8%. Fucking hell. They must be all the dual users.
You can see your subscribers.
I'm looking on the app on my phone here. It's YouTube Creator Studio.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
So the age ranges are 13 to 17 to 2.8%, but I shouldn't really be saying that because it's illegal. 18 to 24 is 24.3%. 25 to 34 is 37.9%. So that's the biggest one, 40% basically. 35 to 44 is 22.8, and 45 to 54 is 11%.
Yes, the demographics.
Yeah, audience
Mine
it says
is
on mine.
35 to 44 years, straight across the board.
Really? Is that your? Mine's 25 to 34 is my biggest one.
Yep, mine's
Mine
35 to
says
44.
Enough info for it.
What's yours, Goob?
It says there's not enough info to pull up the age.
Oh, right. See, I've got this app on. It's on Android, Creator Studio, YouTube. So it's quite a handy little app.
Creator Studio? Oh, let me see
Yeah,
that.
YouTube Creator Studio.
Watch time 17,998 minutes.
What's your amount of females you have?
0.
You must have a.
No, I do.
Is it
but
not-
it doesn't. It's not calculated in there. The one that it shows me.
You're looking at lifetime. You have to. If you're looking on the desktop, you have to scroll, do the down arrow to lifetime views.
Oh. I don't know where to do that.
But basically, anyway, mine is 96.4% male, 3.6% female. So that's how.
Okay, 99% male, 1.2% female.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Mine used to be 1%, but I've got it up to 3.6. It'd be interesting to see what Vix is actually. Oh, he's got it on here. What? He's got 37% female.
There you go.
35 to 44 on his.
Yep, same as mine.
Yeah,
But he's got a lot more.
mine's 25 to 34. That's really weird.
Let's see here.
33%.
Vamos, Alex, what's going on, man? 1981 right here, brother.
Yeah, it says not enough demographic data to show a report. Top countries 63.4% in the UK and 6.4 in the States.
Even in Nature Vape, Mark, how you doing, buddy?
Just about to say that
Nature
myself.
Vape.
If Vic's got 37% female, fuck me, that's high for a vaping channel. Because you've got 1% of you lethal, because that's what mine was for a long time.
Yeah, 1.2% female.
It's gone up to 3.6 over the last few months, but
Oh,
Vic's
girlies
obviously
liking you now.
liked by the ladies.
You're liking by the ladies.
There are too many Marks and Mikes. He should use Vic as a topless model for their next release. I can't even do his he thing, can you? Yee.
I still say he needs to dig out that chocolate pudding.
No worries,
He's-
Mark. Nature Vape.
I need to see him in his Christmas pudding outfit again.
34 next week, Flat Cap. Right, guys, it has gone past my curfew, so we're going to have to wrap this up very shortly.
Oh,
Oh, no problem.
not a worry, bud.
Got to pack all this gear up and give the kitchen back to everyone.
It's all the girly vapes Vic is reviewing lately.
Ouch.
It's all those pod reviews, isn't it?
Could be.
No, I've got a few pods on my channel as well.
The ladies are digging his well manicured nails in those awesome close-ups.
Oh, God.
Oh.
On house arrest.
Hey, just because he's got a curfew.
Right, but Vaping Vic is a chick magnet, though. Just look at his beautiful stalker, Elaine. I can't remember who Elaine was, but I think it was one of his trolls that was a bit of a dick.
Ladies, man.
It's a steak bake aftershave.
Stay there.
Oh, man.
It's all them females in the offices that are subbed to him.
Mike is in gas. What's that? Mike said.
Me kissing ass.
Oh, me kissing ass. Yeah. Nice one, Jordan.
We love Jordan.
MF Vape, you're in the kitchen. I thought you was in a Swedish sauna or something. Yeah, it looks a little bit better than what the kitchen hob and that looks like, mate. So, a little bit, but...
Are you in a Swedish sauna?
No, we
You're
just
fucking
need
roasting, mate.
He needs to vape more so it looks like he's in a sauna, so it just kind of you can see the steam.
Billy Ray, hey cunts, just thought I would check in to say hi.
Hey, Billy Ray.
Hey,
What's
Billy
up,
Ray.
man? What's going on, Billy Ray?
What's up, bitch? Thought he was chained to the sink, Lisa. It was the toes that got me. Ew. Whose toes?
Lanes.
Elaine's. What, did we see her toes, did we?
Someone put a picture of them on Facebook.
They probably weren't hers, were they?
Well, I thought they were.
Yikes. Juice on my fingers.
No problem, John Darian. I need to make some supper too.
Skip past my supper time, so I'm bowing out. Great show tonight, guys. Cheers all. Thank you very much, John. Yeah, we will be wrapping this up very shortly. So, any last thoughts from anybody?
Nope.
We'll give it to Goober to say his farewells and cheers, buddy. Thanks for coming in tonight again, man. Enjoyed
No
it.
problem. Thanks, Mike, for having me on again.
Cheers,
Thank
Noob.
you to everybody in chat, and thank you for you subscribers. You guys are the ones that make it all possible.
Exactly.
We love doing this, and hope you guys have an excellent weekend.
Absolutely.
Cheers, Goober. Lethal Coils.
Mike, thank you very much for having me on again.
No worries,
Pleasure
mate.
as always.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Goober, thank you for joining us as well. Always good times. Thank you guys in chat. Thank you all to the spanners and to everybody that helps this show continue going. Love you guys. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week with the other guys.
Thank you very much, Lethal. Just like to say a few things myself, especially to the spanners in the chat that look after our chat week on, week out. They haven't had too much to do tonight, I don't believe, but it's been quite a nice, relaxed atmosphere tonight. I've really enjoyed it. It's been great to see all the different reviewers coming in tonight. We have Vaping Fagan, we've had Vaping with a Vic, we've got Flat Cap in there, upcoming reviewer. It's been awesome to have you lot. Jared, the Vaping Goat, there's been quite a few of them in here, so it's been very nice to share it all with you. All of chat in there, you are what makes this show what it is, and you are what make my channel, because if you weren't watching my shit, I wouldn't be doing this. So it is a big thumbs up to each and every one of you.
Big thumbs up to
I think I heard rumors that Saint might be reviewing soon.
Oh, really? Oh, we'll
No.
be able, I was going to say, we'll be able to fucking troll that good and proper. But yeah, everyone in chat, thank you very much for that for tonight, guys, and each and every week. It's been awesome sharing it with you. So I'm just going to do a little plug here because anyone who's didn't hear earlier, I've got 2 clone reviews here, and they're going to be exclusively on VapeTube. Probably not this week, but the one after. So if you could subscribe to my channel and these 2 guys' VapeTube channels, you'll be able to see the Fatality clone and the Juggernaut dual core clone as well. So I'm really excited to get them up. I'm hoping I can get a few viewers over on VapeTube. I'd love to put it on YouTube, but I don't want to get a strike because YouTube really frown upon doing these reviews unless they're authentic. So this week though, we got the Tauren Solo, which is a really good flavourful RDA. So check out the channel this week for that. We've also got some calls from Org Vape. So that's all coming up this week. We've got the clones the week after. And that's that, guys. So until next time, we'll see you very shortly and see you next week. Thanks very much. Cheers, guys. Ta-da.
Have a good night, guys.